Hello students, today we are going to solve the question paper on IBPS Probationary Officer Prelims exam 13th October 2018 shift 1 paper. Let's start with the questions. A very best of luck to you all before moving. If you want to practice all the questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box.
Question 31 to 36 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, the given table shows the shares produced in 4 years by a company. Read the given table carefully and answer the given questions. So in the given table, the first column represents the years 2014 to 2017 and number of shares produced in lakhs, that is 3.2 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 2.8 lakhs and 3.6 lakhs, and percentage of shares failed the quality test. So 2.5 percentage and so on. And it is given that shares which failed the quality test were not sold, right? So these many shares were not sold here. And the question is, in 2016, if 2,300 formal shares produced failed the quality test and 99% of informal shares passed the quality test, what was the respective ratio between the number of formal shares to informal shares in 2016? So we have to find the ratio of total number of formal shares produced to informal shares. So focus only on 2016, this part, right? So it is given that in 2016, I'll write just below here, below the question. So there are 2,80,000 shares produced, right? Shares produced. Number of shares produced is 2,80,000, and in that 1.225% of shares failed the quality test. So failed test percentage is 1.25% of shares failed the quality test. So what is the number of shares failed the quality test here? That is, out of 100, 1.25 shares were failed the quality test. Therefore, total number of shares for 2,80,000 shares, how many shares failed the quality test? So we will cancel two zeros here. That is 2,800 into 1.25. So what is the number? It is 3,500. That means 3,500 shares failed the quality test. Right. In that, 2,300 formal shares are failed. That means in 3,500 shares, 2,300 shares are formal shares. Formal shares. So how many number of informal shares failed the quality test? It is 1,000 through 200. Sorry. 1,200 informal shares failed the quality test. Therefore, number of informal shares failed the quality test is equal to 1,200, right? It is given that here in the question, 99% of informal shares passed the quality test. What was the respective ratio between number of formal shares to informal shares? So it is 99% of informal shares passed the quality test. That means, so what is the percentage of informal shares fail the quality test? Percentage of informal shares, I'll repeat, fail the quality test is only 1%, because 99% shares pass the quality test. Therefore, percentage of informal shares failed quality test. Failed quality test is 100 minus 99 because 99% shows passed. That is 1%, right? That means if for one number of informal shares who those fail the quality test, 100 is the total number of informal shares. Therefore, for 1200 number of informal shares failed, what is the total number of informal shares? Therefore, total informal shares is, so considering the percentage of failed, that is 1 is failed number of informal shares, 100 will be the total number of informal shares. Therefore, if 1200 is number of failed informal shares, total number of informal shares will be 1,20,000. Therefore, total informal shares is 1,20,000, right? Therefore, what is the total number of formal shares? Total formal shares, we are not considering whether they are failed or passed shares, right? So we are considering only total formal and informal shares. It is total shares, total number of shares produced minus total informal shares. Total informal shares. What is the total number of shares produced according to the question? So in 2016, there are 2.8 lakh shares. That is 2,80,000 shares. 2,80,000 minus 1,20,000 shares were informal. Therefore, 1,60,000 shares were formal shares totally, right? Therefore, total formal shares number is 1,60,000. So we have to find the ratio between formal shares to informal shares. That is 1,60,000 to 1,20,000 ratio is 4:3, right? Therefore, option A is the right answer. So formal to informal ratio. Formal to informal. We are not considering whether they are failed shares or past shares, considering only the total number of formal and informal here. So I'll repeat once again the answer. Here in the question only 2016 with respect to the year 2016 is asked. Here total number of shares produced and percentage of failed shares is given. So number of shares those failed the quality test is 3,500. So total shares failed in the quality test is 3,500. In that, 2,300 shares are formal. It is given, right? So, number of shares failed the quality test, which are informal, is 1,200, right? And also, it is given that 99% of informal shares passed the quality test. Therefore, only 1% of informal shares failed the quality test. That means if 1 is the percentage or if 1 is the number of shares failed the quality test, right? 100 is the total number of information. Therefore, if 1,200 is number of shares failed quality test, 1,20,000 will be total number of informal shares, right? Therefore, total number of formal shares will be 1,60,000 because 2,80,000 minus 1,20,000. Therefore, the ratio is 4:3. Ratio of formal to informal shares is 4:3. Question 32. Considering the same information, here the question is average number of shares that passed the quality test in 2016 and 2017. So consider 2016 and 17 data. Here, number of shares passed the quality test. We need to consider. Then we can find the average number of shares. Right? Here, let us consider one more column. Percentage of shares passed. Passed the quality test in 2016. So percentage of shares is 98.75%, right? Because percentage failed the quality test is 1.25%. So 98.75 shares passed the quality test, whereas in 2017 also 98.75 shares passed the quality test. Then what is the total number of shares? Number of shares passed quality test. Passed quality test. Here in the previous column, it is only percentage of shares passed. Therefore, number of shares passed the quality test in 2016. So it is for 100, 98.75 shares passed the quality test. Therefore, for total number of shares, that is 2,80,000. 2,80,000 shares. So how many shares passed the quality test? So 98.75 into 2,800. Right. So it is 2,76,500 shares. So 2,76,500 shares passed the quality test. Right. So whereas in 2000, I'll write here, passed the quality test. Right. And in 2017, this is 2016. So in 2017, how many number of shares passed the quality test? So for 100, again 98.75 shares passed the quality test. Therefore, for 3.6 lakh shares, that is 3,60,000 shares, how many shares passed the quality test? It is for it is 3,55,500. Right, after simplification, we'll get 3,55,500 shares passed the quality test in 2017. So the question is, average number of shares passed the quality test in 16 and 17. So the average is total number of shares by number of years. So the average will be, so total shares and total years, the respective years. So here we are considering only 2 years. So total number of years is 2 and total number of shares is, so 2,76,500 plus 3,55,500. 2,76,500 plus 3,55,500. So the average is, so the numerator becomes 6,32,000 will be the numerator, divided by 2 gives 3,16,000. So this is average number of shares which passed the quality test in 2016 and 17. Right? Therefore, 3,16,000. Option D. Question 33. Number of shares that failed quality test reduced by what percent in 2017 compared to 2014? So students, here we need to find number of shares failed the quality test in the respective years 2014 and 2017. Since the percentage is given, so here in the first, in 2014, number of shares failed test, failed quality test, failed quality test is equal to, that means according to the percentage, out of 100, 2.5 shares that failed the quality test. Therefore, for 3,20,000 or 3.2 lakh, how many shares failed the quality test? So here two zeros will get cancelled. So it becomes 3,200 into 2.5. So this will be Two zeros, 2.5 into 2, that is 8,000. So 8,000 shares failed quality test, right? Whereas in 2017, so out of 100, 1.25 shares failed quality test. Therefore, for 3,60,000, right? So 1.25 into 3 lakh, it is 3,600, right? Therefore, it is 4,500. So 4,500 shares failed quality test in 2017. So the question is, so number of shares failed quality test reduced by what percent? Therefore, the in number of shares, difference in number of shares failed quality test will be 8,000 minus 4,500, which is 3,500, right? So this number is what percent less than number of shares produced in 2014 who failed, or number of shares failed quality test, right? That means required percentage will be so the difference 3,500 is out of 8,000. 3,500 is difference in number of shares failed in quality test. Therefore, for 100, this will be the required percentage, right? So we'll cancel for the zeros first. So we'll get 350 by 8. 8 into 4, 32. 8 into 3, 24. So 8 into 7, 56. 8 into 5. So 43.75 is the required percentage. That means, so number of shares failed quality test in 2017, that is 4,500, is 43.75% less than number of shares failed quality test in 2014, right? Therefore, the required answer is 43.75, 43 and 3 by 4, because 43 integer 75 by 100 is the meaning of 43.75 percentage, right? So we'll get 43 integer 3 by 4. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 34. In 2015, 40% shirts were white and remaining were colored. How many were colored shirts? Right? So in 2015, consider 2015, total number of shirts produced is 4 lakh. Right? In that, 40% shirts were white. So let us find number of shirts white. Right? And number of shirts colored. So we have to find how many were colored shirts. Total number of shirts minus white shirts gives number of colored shirts. Right? That will be the answer. First, let us find number of shirts white. Right? So total number of shirts in 2015 is 4 lakh. Right? In that 40% shirts were white. Therefore, white shirts, number of white shirts is equal to out of 100, 40 shirts are white shirt. Therefore, out of 4 lakh. Right? So 4,000 into 40. So which is 1,60,000 shirts are white shirt. Right? Therefore, colored shirts are total shirts, that is 4 lakh minus 1,60,000, which is 2,40,000. Right? So 2,40,000, option A is the right answer. 2,40,000 shirts are colored shirts. Question 35. In 2015, 10% of the shares that passed the quality test remained unsold. How many remain unsold? So we have to find total number of shares remain unsold. So it is given that in 2015, so totally 4 lakh shares produced, right? And in that 2.25% shares failed the quality test. Therefore, percentage of shares passed the quality test. Percentage of shares passed the quality test in 2015. So this will be 97.75%. That means 100 minus 2.25. This gives 97.75% shares passed. So therefore, number of shares passed the quality test. Number of shares passed the quality test will be, so out of 100, so I'll write here, number of shares passed the quality test, will be, so out of 100, 97.75 shares passed the quality test. Therefore, out of 4 lakh, so you will get, so two zeros will get cancelled. You will get 3,91,000. 3,91,000 shares passed the quality test. Right. So the question is, if 10% of shares that passed the quality test remained unsold, so then unsold shares are unsold shares. That means out of 100, 10 shares remained unsold. Therefore, out of 3,91,000, so we can cancel two zeros. You will get 39,100 shares remain unsold. Right. But in the question, shares which failed the quality test were not sold. That means 2.25% shares also remained unsold. So we have to add these number of shares, those who failed the quality test. Therefore, total unsold shares are, so 39,100 plus shares, shares which failed quality test. Shares which failed quality test. That means 39,100 plus. So what is the percentage of shares failed quality test? 2.25. Right? So out of 100, 2.25 shares failed the quality test. Therefore, out of 4 lakh, what is the number of shares? So we can cancel zeros, two zeros. So 39,100 plus, so 4 into 5, 20. So you will get 9,000 shares. 9,000 shares failed the quality test. So 39,100 into 9,000, which is 48,001, right? So therefore, total unsold shares are 48,001. Option A. Question 36. In 2014, all shares which passed the quality test were sold at an average price of 500 rupees per share. What was the revenue of the time that year in crores? So in 2014, so first we need to find percentage of shares passed the quality test. Since percentage failed, the quality test is given. So we need to find percentage share passed the quality test. Then number of shirts passed the quality test. Number of shirts passed the quality test. Then, so now if cost per shirt is 500 rupees, right? So then what is the total cost of shirts which passed the quality test, right? Therefore, here percentage of shirts passed the quality test. So in 2014, okay, percentage of shirts passed the quality test. Passed the quality test will be 100 minus 2.5, right? So 100 minus 2.5, so which is 97.5%, right? So that means 97.5% shares passed the quality test. Therefore, number of shares passed. Number of shares passed. Number of shares passed will be, so that means out of 197.5 shares passed in the quality test. Therefore, out of total number of shares, that is 3,20,000, 3,20,000. So you will get 3,200 into 97.5. So what is the total number of shares passed the quality test? So you will get, or you can write as it is. Finally, you will get the answer. Otherwise, you can calculate. You will get 3,12,000. So 3,12,000 shares passed the quality test, right? Therefore, cost of one shirt will be, what is the cost of one shirt? 500 rupees, right? So it is 500 rupees. Therefore, cost of 3,12,000 shirts will be 500 into 3,12,000. So you will get 15 crore 60 lakh, or you can write it as 15.6 crores, right? Therefore, cost of 3,12,000 shares is 15 crore 60 lakh or 15.6 crores. So look at the options. So 15.6 crores, option B. Question 37. Ram drives from A to B by car at 90 km per hour. He goes to C from B by bike at 60 km per hour. The distance between A and C is 200 km, while the average speed between A and C is 75 km per hour. What is the distance traveled by car? Here, let us consider 2 points A and C. Right? Here it is given that Ram drives from A to B. There is a place or point P. He drives by car at 90 km per hour from A to B, and from B to C his speed is 60 km per hour, right? So he goes to C by bike at 60 km per hour, and distance between A and C is total distance between A and C is 200 km, and the average speed is 75 km per hour. So we need to find distance traveled by car, that means distance between A and B. So let the distance between A and B be x kilometer. So let us assume that, right? So we know the formula for speed. Speed is distance by time. Distance by time. So in first case, let us find time taken by him to travel from A to B. Let it be t1. Here time becomes distance by speed. So according to our assumption, distance is x. By 90 gives time taken by him to travel from A to B, and time taken by him to travel from B to C. That is T2. T2 becomes distance by speed. Right. So what is distance here from B to C? It is total distance minus A to B distance. That is 200 minus x divided by speed is 60 km/h. So T1 plus T2 time taken by him to travel from A to B plus B to C gives time taken by him to travel from A to C. That is total time. So what is total time? So it is total distance by average speed. Right. So substitute the values, we'll get the value of x here. So what is x according to assumption? Distance between A and B. Right. So let us write step by step. So the speed is distance by time. So let x kilometer be the distance traveled by car. Traveled by car. That is A to B distance. Right. So now time taken to travel from A to B. From A to B will be, so distance by speed. What is the distance? X by speed is from A to B. He drives at the speed of 90 km/h. So it is x by 90 is the time taken to travel from A to B. Whereas time taken to travel from B to A, B to C. Time taken to travel from B to C will be, so again distance by speed. Distance is 200 minus x. Total distance minus x divided by speed. B to C speed is 60 km/h. Therefore, total time will be, so x by 90 plus 200 minus x by 60. So what is total time? It is total distance by average speed. Total distance is 200 km by average speed is 75 km is equal to LCM of 90 and 60, which is 180. So the numerator becomes 2x plus 60 into 3 is 180. So 600 minus 3x. Therefore, so 200 into 180 by 75 is equal to 600 minus x, right? So 25 into 3, 25 into 8, 3 into 6. So 480 is equal to 600 minus x. So x is 120. So what is x? It is distance from A to B, which is 120 kilometer. Hence D is the right answer. Question 38. 200 and 180 students of school A and B passed the exam. 20% and 10% students from A and B did not pass the exam. How many students appeared in the exam from both the schools? So for the better understanding of this question, let us make a table. So where there are two schools A and B, A and B, right? So here total number of students who passed the exam in school A, that means who passed the exam is 200 in school A, 180 in school B, right? And 20% and 10% students from A and B did not pass the exam. That means percentage fail is 20% and 10%, right? Therefore, percentage pass will be, what will be the passing percentage of school A? It is 80%, and passing percentage of school B is 90%, right? Therefore, number of students who pass the exam is given that 200. That means if 100 is the school strength, 80 students were passed. Therefore, for 200 students who passed, what is the school strength? So let us calculate. Calculation part. So, total strength of school A. Total strength of A is equal to, if number of students passed is 80, school strength is 100. Therefore, if number of students passed is 200, what is the school strength? It is, yeah, 40 into 2, 3 into 5, which is 2 into 50. So 250 is the school strength, right? Therefore, strength becomes 250. Strength of school A is, or total number of students in school A is 250. Whereas in school B, total students or total strength of B is equal to, what is the passing percentage? 90. But if 90 students were passed, 100 is the total number of students. If 180 students were passed, that is 200 is the total number of students, right? Therefore, 200. So what is asked in the question? How many students appeared in the exams from both the schools? That means total number of students appeared. So total number of students who appeared for the exam is 250 plus 200 from both the schools. It is 450, right? Therefore, option C. Question 39. Ram sold two items A and B at the same price, profit on one and incurring loss on the other. Ratio between the total selling price of both items together and total cost price of both items together is 30 to 37. If he earns 25% profit on selling A, what was the loss incurred in selling of B in 600 rupees? Here, the selling price of both the items A and B is same, which is 600 rupees, right? And he earns 25% profit on selling A and some loss on selling B. So we have to find this loss. And it is also given that ratio between total selling price to total cost price of both items is 30 is to 37, right? So based on these data, let us find the loss on selling B, right? So let us start step by step. Here, profit, not profit, selling price of A is equal to selling price of B, which is 600 rupees. Selling price of A is equal to selling price of B is 600 rupees. So, profit percentage on selling A is 25%. Profit percentage on selling A is 25%. So, let us find cost price of A. So, cost price of A is equal to. So if profit is 25%, so what is the meaning of profit? Your selling price is more than the cost price. So if profit is 25%, selling price becomes 125 rupees for the cost price 100 rupees. I'll repeat once again. If the cost price is 100 rupees, selling price will be 125 rupees. So profit will be 25%. Therefore, if selling price is 600 rupees, what will be the cost price? So 25 into 5, 25 into 24. and 5 into 20 is 100. So 480 rupees is cost price of A. Okay. So here it is given that total selling price of both the items to total cost price ratio is 30 is to 37. Right. So taking this data, we are finding cost price of B. For that, let us assume cost price of B be X rupees. Let cost price of B be X rupees. Therefore, by question, total selling price of both the items. So 600 to 600, right? Because selling price of each item is 600 rupees. Right? Total selling price to total cost price. Cost price of A is 480. That of B is X here is equal to 30 is to 37. Find the value of X here. 1200 into 37 is equal to 30 into 480 plus X. Right? So here the LHS part will be 44,400. So which is equal to 14,400 plus 30x. Therefore, 30x will be 44,400 minus 14,400, which is 30,000. So the value of x will be 1,000. Right. So what is asked in the question? So what was the loss incurred in selling of B? So if selling price is 600. So according to assumption, cost price of B, which is X, is 1,000 rupees. Cost price of B, 1,000 rupees. And selling price of B, it is given that it is 600 rupees. Therefore, the loss here, the selling price is less than cost price. Therefore, the loss will be cost price minus selling price, which is 400 rupees. So on selling the item B, so the loss is 400 rupees. Therefore, option B. Option 40. The volume of a cylinder is 500 pi and the radius is 5 centimeter. The height of the cylinder is equal to the diagonal of a square. Find the perimeter of the square. So consider a cylinder and a square. Cylinder and a square, and volume of the cylinder is given, which is 500 pi, and the radius is given. R is 5 centimeter, and the diagonal of the square is equal to height of the cylinder. So let h be the height of the cylinder, so which is equal to diagonal of a square. So consider the diagonal of the square. So this diagonal D is equal to height of the cylinder. So we have to find perimeter of the square. That means sum of its size, right? So let A, or we can consider it as X, right? A be the length of the side of the square, right? So the perimeter of the square will be, so 4 times A, or A plus A plus A plus A, that is 4 times A. So let us find perimeter later. So before that, so how to find height of the cylinder? Because to get the value of A, that is side, we need diagonal. So this diagonal of the square is equal to height of the cylinder. First, we need to find height of the cylinder using the formula volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, right? So we know that volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, where r is given. Radius of the cylinder is 5 centimeter, right? And volume is also given. Therefore, 500 pi is pi into radius square, pi square into h. Therefore, h is, so pi and pi will get cancelled. 500 by 25, which is 20. So the unit is centimeter, right? Height of the cylinder is 20 centimeter. So which is equal to diagonal of the square. Therefore, diagonal of the square is 20 centimeter, right? So then what is the side of the square? Using the formula, diagonal is it's the side into square root, right? Therefore, in square, diagonally, G is equal to root 2 into A, where A is one of its sides, right? Therefore, side A is equal to D by root, right? So what is D here? 20 centimeter by root 2. So 20 can be written as 2 into 10 divided by root 2, where 2 is root 2 into root 2, right? Therefore, we can write side of the square as 10 into root 2 centimeter. So when side is given, what will be the perimeter of the square? Perimeter is equal to 4 times its side, right? So that is 40 root 2 centimeter. Therefore, perimeter of the square is 40 into root 2. Option A. Question 41. A alone can do a work in 20 days. B is 25% more efficient than A. A and B started working and worked for 4 days. If C alone completed the remaining job in 22 days, how many days C alone takes to complete the entire job? So here, efficiency of B is 25% more efficient than A, and A alone can do the entire work in 20 days. So let us assume the total work for the entire work be X units. And so we have to find efficiency of A and B here. So the relation is efficiency of B is 25% more than that of A. Right? So let us consider step by step here. So let total work or the entire work be x units, right? So it is given that efficiency of P is 25% more than that of A. That means 125% of efficiency of A. Efficiency of A, right? So what is efficiency of A? That means A is 1 day work. So efficiency is, it is always work by time, right? So we know that work is equal to efficiency into time. Into time. So efficiency is work by time. Therefore, efficiency of A is equal to. So directly we can write efficiency of B is 125% into efficiency of A is, so the total work is X units by time. Here it is given A took 20 days to complete it. So it is X by 20, right? Therefore, so simultaneously we got two values. One is efficiency of A, which is X by 20, and the efficiency of B, which is 125% of X by 20, right? So what is efficiency? 1 day work is called efficiency, right? Now, so A and B started working and working for 4 days. So 1 day work of A is X by 20. And what is 4 days work of A? 4X by 20, right? And that of B is 4 into this efficiency of B. So let us write 1 day work of A. That is nothing but efficiency is X by 20, right? Therefore, 4 days work 4 days work of A is 4x by 20. And simultaneously, 1 day work of B. 1 day work of B, that means efficiency of B is 125% of x by 20. Therefore, 4 days work is 125% of 4x by 20. Right? So, here they worked for 4 days. That means some amount of work has been done in 4 days. Right? Therefore, total work. So, total 4 days work is, so x 4x by 20 is common into 125% plus 1, which is 4x by 20 into, so 125% is 125 by 100, so it becomes 225 by 100. This is total 4 days work, right? So it is given that remaining work is done by C in 22 days. So what is the remaining work? Therefore, remaining work is, so it is total work minus 4 days work, right? So what is total work? According to our assumption, let the total work be x units, right? X minus 4 days work is 4x into 225 by 20 into 100, 2000. So which is 2000x, 2000 is LCM, 225 into 4 is 900x by 2000, which is 1100x by 2000, or we can write it as 11 by 20x. This is the remaining work done by C, right? And this work is done in 22 days. So time taken to complete the remaining work is 22 days. So time taken to complete only remaining work is 22 days. So by taking work and the time, we can calculate the efficiency of C, right? Therefore, efficiency of C is work by time. So what is work here? The remaining work, right? So 11x by 20 whole divided by, so 22, right? Which is 11x by 440. This is the efficiency of C, right? So what is asked in the question? How many days C alone takes to complete the entire job? So from the beginning, how many days C takes to complete the entire job? Here entire job is x units and efficiency of C is this much. Therefore, so time taken by C to complete entire work is, so total work by efficiency, by the formula total work by efficiency of what? Efficiency of C, right? So what is total work? According to our assumption, it is x, and efficiency is 11x by 440. 11x by 440. So 440 goes to the numerator, x and x will get cancelled. So the remaining part is, which is 40. So 40 days is the time taken to complete the entire work by C. Not the remaining work, it is to complete the entire work by C, which is 40 days. Therefore, option E. Question 42. A bag contains X red balls and 5 green balls. 2 balls are picked up from the bag at random, one after the other, without replacement. The probability of both balls being red is 3 by 7. What will be the value of X? Here, number of green balls is equal to 5 and number of red balls is equal to X. Therefore, there are X plus 5 number of balls, right? So, let us write number of green balls. Green balls is 5 and number of red balls is equal to X. Therefore, total number of balls is X plus 5, right? So, here probability of both balls being red is 3 by 7 when 2 balls are picked up from the bag at random. So probability of both balls being red is 3 by 7. That means, so if 7 balls are picked up, 3 balls will be red. So probability of both balls being red is this much, right? So there are x plus 5 number of balls totally, right? So it is given that probability of both balls being red. Probability of both balls being red. Red is 3 by 7. So what is the meaning of probability of both balls being red? That means probability of first ball being red. When one ball is picked up, probability of first ball being red into probability of second ball being red. Right? Because there are 2 balls picked up randomly. Right? Therefore, the LHS is equal to probability of first ball being red into probability of second ball being red. Probability of second ball being red. So, which is equal to 3 by 7. That means probability of both balls being red. So, come to the LHS part. Probability of first ball being red. So, that means there are X number of red balls according to the question. And totally there are X plus 5 number of balls. Right? So, this value gives probability of first ball being red. Right? X by X plus 5. Number of red balls by total number of balls into probability of second ball being red. That means already one ball is picked up, right? Therefore, there are x minus 1 number of red balls divided by x plus 5 total number of balls minus 1 because already one ball is taken out, right? So, this gives 3 by 7, right? Therefore, simplify it. X by x plus 5 into x minus 1 by x plus 4, right? Then x into x minus 1 is x square minus x divided by x plus 5 into x plus 4. That means x plus a into x plus b. The formula is so x square plus a plus b into x plus ab, which is x plus a into x plus b, right? Therefore, the denominator becomes x square plus a plus b is 5 plus 4, which is 9x plus a into b is 20 is equal to 3 by 7, right? Therefore, cross multiplication 7x square minus 7x is equal to 3x square plus 27x plus 60, right? So, 7 minus 3, 4x square minus 34x minus 60 is 0. Or we can write it as 2x square minus 17x minus 30 is equal to 0, a quadratic equation. Its roots are, how to find the roots of quadratic equation? Either by splitting the middle term. Here, can we split the middle term? Because a into b, or here the product of coefficients, so is minus 60 and a plus b is minus 70. Therefore, a, can we write a as 20 and b as 3 so that a plus b becomes minus 17? Yes. So the LHS part becomes 2x square minus 20x plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. So we'll take 2x as common. So the remaining term is x minus 10 plus 3 as common, x minus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore, we can write x as 10 or x as minus 3 by 2. Right? Therefore, so here the probability cannot be a negative value. So we can consider x is equal to 10. Right? So only 10 satisfies the value of x. Right? Therefore, the value of x is 10. Right?
Question 43. Rupees 7,000 divided unequally and invested in scheme A offered compound interest at 10% per annum compounded annually, and in scheme B offered simple interest at 15% per annum for 2 years and 3 years respectively. If the interest, this is not investment, interest earned from scheme A is 84% of the interest earned from scheme B, find the sum invested in scheme A. So here total rupees 7,000 is divided unequally. We have to find sum invested in scheme A. So let us assume sum invested in scheme A is X rupees, right? And that of scheme B will be 7,000 minus X, because total sum is 7,000. Right? So let us find compound interest in scheme A and simple interest in scheme B separately. Then we are going to find interest earned from scheme A is 80% of interest earned from scheme B. That is, compound interest from scheme A is equal to 84% of simple interest earned from scheme B. So based on this relation, we are going to find the value of the sum invested in scheme A. That is, so according to our assumption, let it be X. Right? So let us go step by step. Here, so we are going to find compound interest and simple interest separately in case of scheme A and scheme B. Right? Here, total sum is 7,000 rupees. Right? So in scheme A and scheme B, right? So let the sum be X rupees that we are going to find, right? Find the sum invested in scheme A. Let it be X rupees. So therefore, the sum in scheme B, the sum in scheme B will be 7,000 minus X, right? So in scheme A, so offered compound interest at 10% per annum compounded annually. Here, so rate of interest is 10%. And this is for 2 years. So the time period is 2 years. Therefore, effective compound interest, since it is for 2 years, so we are taking the term effective compound interest. So from the formula, what is the, how to find the effective compound interest? So compound interest is equal to, so principal or the sum into 1 plus rate whole to the power of time period minus principal, right? So principal or the sum. So what is the sum here? According to our assumption, it is X rupees into 1 plus rate is 10%. So 10 by 100 to the power of 2 minus X, which is equal to, so we can take X as common here. So 110 by 100 to the power of 2 minus 1, right? So what is effective compound interest? So it is 110 into 110 by 10,000. So minus. So since 10,000 is the LCM, so 10,000 into 10, 1 is 10,000 again, right? X into, so 12,100 minus 10,000 by 10,000. I'm just simplifying here. So which is equal to 2,100 by 10,000 into X. So we can cancel two zeros. So it becomes 21 by 100 into X, or I can write it as 21% of the sum, right? 21% of X. So effective compound interest in scheme A is 21% of X, right? So whereas in scheme B, so let us find simple interest, because scheme B offered simple interest at 15% per annum. So rate of interest is 15%, and for the time period of 3 years. Therefore, simple interest from the formula, it is PTR by 100. Here P is the sum, principal sum, which is 7,000 minus X into time period is 3 years, rate of interest is 15 by 100, or you can write it as 45 by 100 into the sum, which is 7,000 minus X. So effective simple interest is equal to 45% of 7,000 minus X, or 45% into 7,000 minus X. It is given that the interest, this is not investment, interest earned from scheme A is 84% of interest earned from scheme B. Therefore, we can write compound interest is equal to 84% of simple interest. What is effective compound interest? Which is 21% of X, right? So we can write 21% of X is equal to 84% into simple interest is 45% into 7,000 minus X. Simplify to find the value of X. 21% of X is 21 by 100 into X is equal to 84 by 100 into 45 by 100 into 7,000 minus X, right? So we can cancel two hundreds here. So from one from LHS and another from RHS. So I can write 21 by 84. So I'll take this 84 to the LHS part into X is equal to 45 by 100 into 7,000 minus X. So 21 into 4. So I can write it as 1 by 4x. 1 by 4x. So I can take this 100 to the LHS part. It becomes 100 by 4x is equal to 45 into 7,000 minus x. So it is 25x. I'll take this 45x to the LHS. So it becomes plus 45x is equal to 45 into 7,000. Right? Therefore, 45 plus 25 is 70x is equal to 45 into 7,000. So x becomes 45 into 7,000 by 70. So it becomes 100 into 45, which is 4,500 rupees. So what is x according to our assumption? So let x be the sum invested in scheme A, right? Therefore, the question is find the sum invested in scheme A, which is x, is equal to 4,500 rupees. Hence, option A is the right answer. I'll repeat this once again. Here it is given that compound interest offered in scheme A is equal to 84% of simple interest offered in scheme B, right? So we are finding compound interest and simple interest separately in scheme A and scheme B. So compound interest formula, principal into 1 plus rate to the power of t minus p. So using this formula, we are finding effective compound interest. So we'll get 21% of x, right? Whereas simple interest from the formula PTR by 100 will get 45% of 7,000 minus x, because 7,000 minus x is the sum here in scheme B. And compound interest is 84% of simple interest. So using this relation, we are finding the value of x. So which is sum invested in scheme A. Therefore, the answer is 4,500.
Question 44. In the following question, two equations are given. You have to solve both the equations and find the relation between x and y and mark the correct answer. Here the first equation, x square minus 16x plus 63 is equal to 0, and the second one is y square minus 19y plus 88 is equal to 0. So both the equations are quadratic equations. They are in the form of ax square plus a plus b into x plus b is equal to 0, right? Whereas the second equation is in the form of ay square plus a plus b into y plus b is equal to 0, right? Here in the first equation, product of coefficient of first and the last term, that is a into b, is 63, right? Whereas a plus b is minus 16. So we are going to solve first equation by splitting the middle term, so that we are going to find the value of x here, right? So let us write the first equation as x square minus 16x plus 63 is equal to 0. So by splitting the middle term, we are going to solve x here, find the value of x, right? So here the product of a and b coefficients is 63 and sum is, their sum is minus 16. Therefore, what's the value of a here? A is minus 7 and b is minus, or a is minus 9, b is minus 7. So that their product is 63 and the sum becomes minus 16. So x square minus 16 can be written as minus 9x minus 7x plus 63 is 0. So take first two terms where x is common, x into x minus 9, minus in the last two terms minus 7 is common. So the remaining term is x minus 7 is 0. Therefore, x minus 9 is 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore, value of x is x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 7. Right? So next is finding where the value of y in equation B. So y square minus 19y plus 88 is 0 is equal to 0. Here in the second equation, a into b, product of the coefficients, so is 88 and a plus b is minus 19, right? Therefore, what's the value of a? A is minus 11, b is minus 8. So a into b becomes plus 88 a plus 3 becomes minus 19. Therefore, the equation can be written as minus y square minus 11y minus 8y. So that middle term becomes minus 19. Plus 88 is 0. Take first two terms where y is common. Y minus 11 is the remaining term. The last two terms, 8 is common. The remaining term is y minus 11. Right? So minus 8 is common. Is equal to 0. Therefore, y minus 11 is equal to 0 or y minus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is 11 or y is equal to 8. Right? So now we have to find the relation between x and y. Right? So let us compare the values here x and y and the relation. The values of x are 9 and 7. Right? So if the value of x is 9 and value of y is 11, what's the relation between x and y? Where x is less than y. If again value of x is 9, y is 8, then x becomes greater than y. So what is the next value of x? 7. Right? If value of x is 7, y is 11, x will be less than 11, that is y. If x is 7, y is 8, again x is less than y. So based on these four relationships, so where in first, third and fourth case x is less than y, in the second case x is greater than y. Therefore, so the relationship cannot be established, right? So here the options are greater than y. No, we cannot take the first option because in the second case, only in the second case x is greater than y. In the remaining cases, x is less than y, right? So even we cannot conclude f is greater than or equal to y, right? So here also, in the third option, x is less than y, so we cannot conclude. And the fourth option also wrong. Therefore, the relationship cannot be established as the right answer. Question 45. The following question two equations are given. You have to solve both the equations and find the relation between x and y and mark the correct answer. Here the first equation, x square minus 36x plus 324 is equal to 0. So again we are going to split the middle term so that a plus b is equal to minus 36 and a into b is 324, right? So therefore a is equal to minus 18 and b is equal to minus 18. 18 square is 324 and minus 18 plus minus 18 is minus 36. Therefore, the given equation becomes x square minus 18x minus 18x plus 324 is 0. So here x is common in first two terms, x minus 18. Minus 18 is common into x minus 18 is 0. Therefore, x minus 18 is equal to 0. Or again the term is x minus 18 is equal to 0. Therefore, there is only one value for x, that is x is equal to 18, right? And the second equation is y square minus 42y plus 441 is equal to 0. Split the middle term. Here a plus b is minus 42 and a into b is 441. Right? Therefore, value of a is minus 21 and b is also minus 20 because 21 minus 21 or plus 21 square is 441 and sum of these two numbers is minus 42. So y square minus 42 y can be written as minus 21y minus 21 plus 441 is 0. So here y is common in the first two terms. Y minus 21 minus 21 is common. The remaining term is y minus 21 is equal to 0. Right? Therefore, y minus 21 is 0 or y minus 21 is 0. Therefore, there is only one value for y, which is 21. Right? Therefore, the relation between x and y. So here x is 18, y is 21. Therefore, x is strictly less than y. Right? Therefore, the option is option C. So if x is less than y, right? Relation between x and y is x is less than y. Question 46. In the following question, two equations are given. You have to solve both the equations and find the relation between x and y and mark the correct answer. Here the first equation is x square minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. So again, the equation is in the form of ax squared plus a plus b into x plus b is equal to 0. Here a plus b is minus 10 and ab is 25. Therefore, a is equal to minus 5, b is also minus 5, right? Therefore, split the middle term x square minus 5x minus 5x plus 25 is 0. So take first two terms where x is common, the remaining term is x minus 5 minus the last two terms minus 5 is common, the remaining term is x minus 5 is 0. Therefore, there is only one value for x, which is x is equal to 5. So the second equation, y square is 25. Therefore, y is root of 25. So the value of y is plus or minus 5. That means, so the y is plus 5 or minus 5. Right? So there are two values for y here, but there is only one value for x. So the relation between x and y. So if value of x is 5, value of y is also 5, the relation is x is equal to y. If x is 5, y is minus 5, so x is greater than y, right? Therefore, x is greater than or equal to y, right? Combine these two. Therefore, the relation is x is greater than or equal to y. Hence, option B is the right answer. Question 47. In the following question, two equations are given. You have to solve both the equations and find the relation between x and y and mark the correct answer. Here, the first equation is x squared plus 12x plus 35 is 0. Right? So again split the middle term because the equation is in the form of ax squared plus a plus b into x plus b is equal to 0. Right? Here the term that is ab, product of the coefficients, so is 35, b is 35, a is 1 here. Right? Coefficient of x squared is 1 in the given equation. Whereas a plus b is plus 12. Therefore, there is only one value for A, that is 7, and B is 5. So that A into B is 35, A plus B becomes 12. Therefore, the given equation is written as x squared plus 7x plus 5x plus 35 is equal to 0. So take first two terms where x is common, x into x plus 7. Last two terms where 5 is common, x plus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is minus 7 or x is equal to minus 5. Right? There are two values for x. So, second equation, y squared plus 17y plus 72 is equal to 0. Here, A plus B is 70. AB is 72, right? So value of A is 9. B is equal to 8. So that 9 into 8 becomes 72. 9 plus 8 is 17, right? Therefore, y square plus 9y plus 8y plus 72 is equal to 0. So first two terms where y is common, y into y plus 9. In the last two terms, 8 is common, y plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is minus 9 or y is equal to minus 8. Again, there are two values for y. So the relation between x and y. X, y and the relation. So if the value of x is minus 7, right? Minus 7 and value of y is minus 9. So the relation between x and y. So since they are negative integers, so minus 7 is greater than minus 9 here. Therefore, x is greater than y. If again x is minus 7, y is minus 8, so then also x is greater than y. So for the value of x, minus 5, and y is minus 9, here also x is greater than y because they are negative integers, right? So f x is minus 5 and y is minus 8. So in this case also x is greater than y, right? Therefore, combine these four. So x is strictly greater than y. Therefore, option A. Question 48. So there are two equations given. We have to find value of x and y separately. Then find the relation between x and y, right? So here, the first equation, 3x squared minus 7x plus 4 is equal to 0. Again, the equation is in the form of ax square plus a plus b into ax plus b is equal to 0. So as in the previous question, right? Here, a plus b is minus 7 and a into b. So a is coefficient of x square and b is a constant, that is 4, right? For a into b is 3 into 4, which is 12, right? Therefore, a is minus 4, b is minus 3. So that a plus b becomes minus 7. Therefore, the given equation becomes 3x square minus 4x minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where x is common, x into 3x minus 4. So in the last two terms, minus 1 is common. The remaining term is 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, right? Therefore, x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 4 by 3. There are two values for x. Consider the second equation, 2y square minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. Here, a plus b is minus 3 and a into b is 1 into 2, which is 2. Therefore, a is minus 2, b is minus 1. So a plus b becomes minus 3 and a into b becomes plus 2. Therefore, the equation becomes 2y square minus 2y minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where 2y is common. Y minus 1 is the remaining term. In the last two terms, minus 1 is common. So the remaining term is y minus 1 is 0. Therefore, y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 1 by 3. Right? Therefore, x, y and the relation. What is the relation between x and y? So if value of x is 1 and value of y is also 1, then x is equal to y. If value of x is 1, y is half, then x will be greater than y. So for the next value, that is x is 4 by 3, value of y is 1, right? Then here 4 by 3 is greater than 1, therefore x is greater than 1. If value of x is 4 by 3, y is half, here also x is greater than y. So combine these four. So we can conclude x is greater than or equal to y. There is one case where x is equal to y. Therefore, we can write x is greater than or equal to y. Therefore, look at the options greater than or equal to y. Hence, option B. Question 49. Here is the direction. In the given question, two equations are numbered 1 and 2 given. You have to solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. That means in equation 1, so we have to find value of x. In equation 2, find the value of y, right? Then find the relation between x and y, as in the previous question. Here the first question or the first equation is 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. So where a into b is 3 into 2, which is 6, and a plus b is 5. Therefore, a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2. So that a plus b becomes 5, a into b becomes 6. Right? Therefore, the equation is 2x squared plus 3x plus 2x. So splitting the middle term, plus 3 is equal to 0. So here in the first row term, x is common into 2x plus 3 plus 1 is common into 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Right? Next equation. 2y squared minus 7y plus 6 is equal to 0. Where a into b is 6 into 2, coefficient of y square and the constant. A into b is 12 and a plus b is minus 7. Therefore, what is the value of a? Minus 4 and b is minus 3. So that a into b becomes plus 12. Therefore, the equation becomes 2y square minus 4y minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, here in the first two terms, 2y is common into y minus 2, right? Minus 3 is common in the last two terms. The remaining term is y minus 2. Therefore, y minus 2 is equal to 0 or 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Hence, y is 2 or y is 3 by 2. So, find the relation between x and y, right? So, here x, y and the relation. So if x is minus 1, y is 2. So x is less than 1. If x is minus 1, y is 3 by 2. So here also x is less than y. So next the x is minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2, y is equal to 2. So in this case also x is less than y because x is a negative integer. X is minus 3 by 2, y is plus 3 by 2. So in this case also x is less than y. So in all four cases x is strictly less than y. You can conclude, right? Therefore, look at the options. Option C.
Students, question from 50 to 54. These questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is: a salon distributed 450 vouchers of free haircut and pedicure. The number of haircut vouchers was 130 more than the number of pedicure vouchers. The ratio between male and female getting pedicure voucher is 13:7. The number of vouchers redeemed by males for haircut was 15 more than that of vouchers redeemed by males for a pedicure. Note that all vouchers were redeemed. Then what is the difference between the male and female getting the pedicure voucher? So here it is given that, so number of haircut vouchers was 130 more than the number of pedicure vouchers. So let us assume number of pedicure vouchers be X, right? Then number of haircut vouchers will be X plus 130, because haircut vouchers was 130 more than that of pedicure voucher, right? Therefore, there are 450 vouchers totally. So X plus 130 becomes 450. Find the value of X. So based on the value of X, that is number of pedicure voucher, so we'll find the difference between, so about the question, the difference between male and female getting pedicure voucher, because the ratio is given 13:7 is the ratio between the male and female getting pedicure voucher, right? So let us find number of vouchers, that is pedicure vouchers first, right? So let the number of pedicure vouchers be X. So let the number of pedicure vouchers be X. Then the number of haircut vouchers, therefore number of haircut voucher will be X plus 130. Therefore, X plus 130 is equal to, so total number of vouchers, which is 450. Therefore, 2X is equal to 450 minus 130, which is 320. Therefore, X is 160. What is X? So it is the number of pedicure vouchers. So which is number of pedicure vouchers, right? It is given that the ratio between male and female getting pedicure vouchers is 13:7. That means out of 20, so number of males getting pedicure voucher is 13. And out of 20, 7 is the number of females getting pedicure vouchers, right? Therefore, for 160, so what is the number of males getting pedicure voucher? So we have to find. Therefore, number of male getting pedicure voucher is equal to, so here out of 20, 13 is the number of male getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, for 160, so 20 into 8, so 104. So 104 men will be getting pedicure voucher, right? So therefore, number of female getting pedicure voucher is equal to, out of 20, so from the ratio it is 7 is number of female getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, for 160, 7 into 8, it is 56. So 56 women will be getting pedicure voucher. So why do we need these numbers? Because in the question, so it is asked to find the difference between male and female getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, the required difference is, so difference between these two numbers, male getting pedicure voucher and female getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, the required difference will be, so 104 minus 56, which is 48, right? So therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 51. So based on the same information, here the question is, how many people redeemed the haircut voucher? Here it is given that number of haircut vouchers was 130 more than number of pedicure voucher. According to our assumption, X is the number of pedicure vouchers. right? Then X plus 130 will be number of haircut vouchers, right? So therefore, X plus 130 is 450. So the value of X is 160. So I will write once again here. 130 is 450. Therefore, X is equal to 160, which is number of pedicure vouchers, right? So if X is 160, what is number of haircut vouchers? That is X plus 130, which is 160 plus 130, that is 290. Therefore, number of haircut vouchers will be X plus 130, which is 160 plus 130 is equal to 290, right? Therefore, how many people redeemed the haircut voucher? 290 people redeemed the haircut voucher. It is given that all vouchers were redeemed, right? No need to cancel or no need to avoid any voucher here. Therefore, 290 is the number of haircut vouchers redeemed. Question 52. How many males redeemed the pedicure voucher? Here, X is the number of pedicure voucher. So we have already solved for X, that is 160 is the number of pedicure vouchers, right? In that, it is given that 13:7 is number of male and female getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, number of males redeemed the pedicure voucher will be, that is number of, already we have solved in the first question, that is 50, question number 50, number of males redeemed the pedicure voucher is equal to, so from the ratio out of 20, so 13 men redeemed the pedicure voucher, therefore for 160. So which is 20 into 8 is 160. 104. So 104 males redeemed the pedicure voucher, right? Option B. Question 53. If 30 people having pedicure voucher took manicure services and 50% of people having haircut voucher took manicure voucher services, then how many people took manicure services? Here it is given that number of pedicure vouchers. So according to our assumption, it was X, and we have found the value of X, which is 160. That means there are 160 pedicure vouchers, and whereas haircut vouchers are X plus 130, which is 290 haircut vouchers. So in 160 pedicure vouchers, 30 people having manicure services. So 30 people took manicure services. So manicure services is equal to 30. 30 people took manicure services. So in haircut vouchers, 290 haircut vouchers, 50% people took manicure services. That means 50% of haircut vouchers is equal to 50% of 290, right? So which is 145. So 145 people took manicure services, right? So in total of 290 haircut vouchers, 145 people took manicure services. So the question is, how many people took manicure services? Totally 30 plus 145. So which is 175, right? So total manicure services will be 145 plus 30, which is 175. Hence, option E. Question 54. Number of females redeeming pedicure voucher are what percentage of number of people redeeming haircut voucher? So here, so in pedicure voucher, what is the total number of voucher? Which is 160, right? Whereas haircut vouchers, total number of haircut vouchers are, so 290, x plus 130, which is 290. So in pedicure vouchers, so what is the ratio of male to female getting pedicure voucher? Which is 13:7. Therefore, number of females getting pedicure voucher or redeeming pedicure voucher. So females redeeming pedicure voucher will be, so out of 27 are women who are getting pedicure voucher. Therefore, for 160, so 20 into 8, so 56 women, they are redeeming pedicure voucher, right? So whereas in haircut, so what is the question here? So number of females redeeming pedicure vouchers are what percentage of number of people redeeming haircut voucher? So this number 56 is what percentage of number 290, right? So what we have to do here? So here number 56, therefore the required percentage is, so 56. So out of some number which is 290, so 56 is number of female getting pedicure. Therefore, for 100, right? So which is equal to, so 560 by 29, right? So you can directly go for the division. 560, 29 into 1. So it is 27. You can go with the 9, I think. Yeah, 261. So 9 is the remainder. So you can go with the further part after the decimal point. You can check with 3. Yeah. 87. So 19.3, which is approximately equal to 19, right? So 19%. So number of females redeeming pedicure service is 19% of, so number of people totally redeeming haircut voucher, right? Therefore, the required answer is 19%.
Question 51. In the following series, one number is wrong. Find out the wrong number. So let us write the numbers in the given series. 201, 200, 194, 184, 167, 141, 104, right? So here, consider last two numbers, 141 and 104. Here the difference is 27. Not 27, it is 37, right? So 37 can be written as 6 squared plus 1, right? Whereas the difference between 167 and 141, it is 26, right? So 26 can be written as 5 squared plus 1. So square of a number which is less than 1, that is less than 6, 1 less than 6. Whereas the difference between 184 and 167, so it is 17, right? So 17 can be written as 4 square plus 1, right? So here 194 and 184, the difference is 10. So 10 can be written as 3 square plus 1. So look at the differences here. So the first here from last, the first difference is 6 square plus 1, and next is 5 square plus 1, next is 4 square plus 1, and the next is 3 square plus 1, Therefore, so the next difference will be, or its previous difference will be 2 square plus 1. 2 square plus 1 is 2 square is 4 plus 1, which is 5. So look at the number 200 and 194. Here the difference is 6, right? So instead of 6, so the difference has to be 5 here. Therefore, the number 200 is wrong number, right? This should be replaced by 199 so that the difference becomes 5, right? So look at the difference between first two numbers, 199 and 201. Just to verify the rule, here difference is 2, where 2 is 1 square plus 1. So that the condition is satisfied here. Therefore, the wrong number is 200. This 200 is, that means this should be replaced by 199. Therefore, option B is the wrong number. Question 56. In the following series, one number is wrong. Find out the wrong number. Here, the first number is 53.9. The difference between first and the second number, 53.9 minus 52.7. Here, the difference is 1.2. Right? This is the difference. Whereas difference between second and third number, 52.7 minus 50.3 is 2.4, where 2.4 is multiple of 1.2, that is 1.2 into 2, right? So whereas difference between third and fourth, 50.3 minus 46.7 is 3.6, again multiple of 1.2, that is 1.2 into 3. So the next difference, so 46.7 minus 40.9. So what is the difference? It is 5.8, where 5.8 is not a multiple of 1.2. Therefore, the difference has to be 4.8, so that the difference will be 1.2 into 4, right? So the corresponding multiples of 1.2, right? Therefore, instead of 40.9, the number has to be 41.9, so that the difference will be 4.8, which is multiple of 1.2. Therefore, let us correct this. So instead of 40.9, if the number is 41.9, the difference will be 4.8, which is multiple of 1.2. That is 1.2 into 4, right? Therefore, let us avoid this part where 40.9 is wrong number, right? Therefore, the wrong number is 40.9. Option B. So let us verify the answer. So if the number is 41.9, the difference will be this difference between 41.9 and 35.9. 35.9 will be, so it is 6.0. Definitely multiple of 1.2. That is 1.2 into 5. And the difference between 35.9 and 28.7 is 7.2. Again, multiple of 1.2, right? Therefore, so the differences are corresponding multiples of 1.2, right? Therefore, here the odd number is 40.9. This should be replaced by 41.9. Question 57. In the following series, one number is wrong. Find out the wrong number. So let us write the numbers in the given series. 9, 12, 71, 158, 259, 368, and 478.5, right? So let us take the differences. It means the difference between the consecutive numbers, right? So difference between 9 and 12. So it is 3, right? And the difference between 12 and 71, is 59 between 17 and 158. It is 87. Whereas difference between 158 and 259 is 101, right? So let us take difference of differences, right? Simultaneously, difference of differences. These are the differences. So let us take difference of these differences. Difference between 59 and 3 is 56, whereas between 59 and 87. So it is 28, where 28 is half of 56, right? So half of 56. So here difference between 87 and 101 is 14, right? Where 14 is half of its previous number, that is 28. Therefore, the next difference of difference must be 7, right? So which is half of 14. If the difference is 7, what must be the next number? It should be greater than 109, right? 101, not 109. It should be greater than 101. So if the difference is 7, so the next number should be 108, right? So if the difference is 108, so here what should be the number? Whether 368 is right or wrong. So let us check. So if the difference between 259 and the next number is 108, so what will be the next number? 259 plus 108 becomes 367. Here it is given that 368 is the last but one number, which is wrong. Therefore 368 is the wrong number. This should be replaced by 367, right? So that the difference will be 108 and the difference of difference will be 7, which is half of its previous difference, right? Let us verify this answer by taking another difference of difference, right? So here 7 is the difference of differences. So the next difference of difference should be 3.5. So what should come in this place? So in the difference place it should be 111.5, right? So that 367 plus 111 plus 111.5 will be 478.5. So which is correct. Therefore, the answer is verified. Therefore, 367 is the right number. It is given that 368 is the last but one number, right? Which is wrong. Therefore, option E. Option E is the wrong number. Question 58. In the following series, one number is wrong. Find out the wrong number. So let us consider the first number, which is 5. The second number is 4. So 4 is obtained when 5 is multiplied by 1 and 1 is subtracted from the product. 5 into 1 minus 1 is 4, right? Which is second number. So whereas third number is 7 is obtained when 4, the second number is multiplied by 2 and the 1 is subtracted from the product. 4 into 2, right? So next number is 20. So is obtained when third number is multiplied by 3. We get 21 and 1 is subtracted from the product. So we'll get back the next number. So whereas when 20 is multiplied by 4 and 1 is subtracted from the product, we will get 79, which is fifth number, right? When 79 is multiplied by 5, we'll get 395 and 1 is subtracted, then 394 is obtained. But in the given question, 395 is the last but one number, which is wrong. Therefore, wrong number is 395. This should be replaced by 394, right? So let us verify the answer by taking the last number where 394 is multiplied by 6, we'll get 2364, and 1 is subtracted, we'll get 2363. Therefore, the answer is verified here. Here the rule is, so each number should be multiplied by a number, right? So that means consecutive numbers. So starting from 1, each number should be multiplied by its consecutive numbers. Then 1 should be subtracted from the product, right? Therefore, the answer is obtained. Hence, the wrong number is 395. Question 59. In the following series, one number is wrong. Find out the wrong number. So, the series has totally 7 numbers. Let us start from the last number, which is 180, right? So, here 180 is obtained when the last but number 60 is multiplied by 3, right? Here multiplier is 3, right? 60 into 3 is equal to 180. Whereas the last but one number, which is 60, is obtained when its previous number is multiplied by 2.5. Here 2.5 is 0.5 less than 3. Look at the differences, right? So where 24, previous number 24 is obtained when its previous number 12 is multiplied by 2, right? So look at the multipliers. At the same time, here it is 2. That means 0.5 less than 0.5 less than previous multiplier, right? So next, let us consider 12 as the product, which is obtained by multiplying 8 by 1.5. Again, multiplier is 0.5 less than previous multiplier. That means here 0.5 less than 2. So consider 8, number 8 as product. So here the multiplier should be 0.5 less than previous multiplier, that is 0.5 less than 1.5. Therefore, multiplier should be 1. If multiplier is 1, so what should be the multiplicand? So it is 8. But it is given that here the second number is 4. So 4 is the wrong number, right? 4 is the wrong number. That should be replaced by 8. So that 8 into 1 becomes the next number, again 8. So let us verify the answer by taking 8 as product, 8 as second number. So second number is obtained when the multiplier is 0.5 and the multiplicand is the first number. Right? 16 into half or 16 into 0.5 is 8. Before the answer is verified here. Before the wrong number is 4 here. Right? So in each case, so if we consider the forward case, that means starting from first to last. So in each case, multiplier is 0.5 greater than the previous multiplier. So if you start from the last number, in each case the multiplier is 0.5 less than the previous multiplier, right? Therefore the answer is verified and the wrong number is 4 here.
Students, question from 60 to 65 are based on the below information. Here the direction is sale of Fox boxes on different days by ABC company is given. Here students along x-axis different days are given from Monday to Friday, and along y-axis number of boxes sold, right, from 0 to 80. So the numbers are given. Here, medium boxes are indicated by a square symbol. So I just write here, square symbol indicates medium boxes, right? Sold on that particular day. So whereas the circular symbol, small circular symbol indicates large boxes, right? Here the question is, question 60. Boxes sold on Tuesday of both sizes are what percentage of large size boxes sold on Friday? That means on Tuesday, totally how many boxes were sold? So Tuesday is here. So here number of boxes sold on Tuesday. So medium boxes are 32. So here from 0 to 10. So look at this part. There are 5 equal parts, right? So each part is equal to 2 boxes, right? So each part is equal to 2 boxes. Therefore, on Tuesday, so medium sized boxes are 32, right? So boxes sold on Tuesday. That means both medium and large boxes, total boxes, both medium and large. So medium boxes were 32, right? Indicated with square symbol, right? Whereas large sized boxes were 42, right? 32 plus 42. So there were 74 boxes sold on Tuesday. So whereas large size boxes sold on Friday, right? So boxes sold on Friday. That means only large boxes. Only large boxes, which is equal to on Friday, how many large boxes were sold? So indicated by circular symbol. So this number, so 70 boxes sold on Friday, right? So here the question is, so total boxes sold on Tuesday is what percent of boxes sold on Friday? That means only large boxes sold on Friday. Here the number 74 is what percent of number 70, right? Therefore, the required percentage is, so total boxes sold on Tuesday is what percentage of large boxes sold on Friday. Therefore, 74 into 100 by 70, you will get 740 by 7. So, which is equal to 1, 7 into 5, 35. So, 105.71%. So the number 74 is 105.71% of number 70. That means boxes sold on Tuesday of both sizes are 105.71% of large size boxes sold on Friday, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer, 105.71%. Question 61. What is the difference between medium size Voxbox sold on Monday and large size Voxbox sold on Tuesday? So here, medium size Voxbox sold on Monday. So here, according to the graph on Monday, so totally there were 48. So indicated by square symbol. Medium size boxes are indicated by square symbol. So 48 boxes were sold on Monday, right? Medium size boxes. So medium size boxes sold on Monday is equal to 48, right? And large size box sold on Thursday. So what is the number of large size box sold? It is, this is 40, 42, 44 and 46. So 46 boxes were sold on Thursday, right? So we have to find their difference, right? So large size boxes sold on Thursday is equal to, what is the number? So large size boxes are indicated with circular symbol. Therefore, it is 46. right? So what is the difference between these two numbers? So the required difference is 48 minus 46. So which is 2, right? Look at the options. Option A is the right answer. So 2 is the difference between medium size Vox box sold on Monday and large size Vox box sold on Thursday. Question 62. Find the ratio between large size Vox box sold on Wednesday and medium size Vox box sold on Tuesday. That means on Wednesday, so number of large size boxes. So which is equal to 32, right? So number of large size boxes sold on Wednesday is equal to 32, whereas number of medium sized Vox box sold on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, medium sized Vox box, so indicated with the square symbol, right? So medium sized boxes sold on Tuesday is again 32, right? So we have to find a ratio between these two numbers. Find the ratio between. Therefore, the required ratio is, so 32 is to 32, which is 1 is to 1. Therefore, look at the options. Option E, 1 is to 1 is the ratio between large size Vox box sold on Wednesday to medium size Vox box sold on Tuesday. Question 63. What is the average of medium size Vox box sold on Monday, Thursday, and Friday? So we have to look for only medium size Vox box. So indicated with the square symbol, that is on Monday, Thursday, this number, and Friday. So we have to find average of these numbers. That means we have to add these numbers divided by 3 because we are considering only 3 days, right? Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Therefore, average of medium boxes sold on Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Monday, Thursday, and Friday is equal to, so on Monday, 48 boxes, medium boxes were sold, plus on Thursday, 52 boxes were sold, and on Friday, 40 boxes were sold, right? So, since it is average, divide by 3, because we are considering 3 days under consideration. So, average is total boxes divided by number of days, right? So, which is equal to 48 plus 52, 100, right? 100 plus 40, 140 by 3. So, which is equal to 3 into 4, 12, 6, 46.666. So, we can write the approximate value as 46.67, right? So, average of medium boxes sold on these 3 days is equal to 46.67, which is option D. Next question, question 64. Total boxes sold on Monday are what percent of total boxes sold on Thursday? So we have to find total number of boxes sold on Monday together, that is medium boxes and large boxes, and total boxes sold on Thursday. So that means number of boxes, medium boxes and large boxes. Then we have to find, so total boxes sold on Monday, this number is what percent of the second number, right? So let us write total boxes sold on Monday is equal to, on Monday, medium boxes is equal to 48. 48 medium boxes were sold plus large boxes. So what is the number? 36, right? 36. Therefore, it is 84. So 84 boxes were sold on Monday, and on Thursday, total boxes sold on Thursday. So medium boxes are 52, right? 52 medium boxes were sold, and large boxes are 46. Therefore, it is 98. 98 boxes were sold on Thursday. Therefore, the required percentage is, so boxes sold on Monday. So 84 is what percentage of 98 boxes sold on Thursday? Therefore, it is 84 into 100 by 98. So 2 into 42, 2 into 49. So 42 and 49 are divisible by 7. Therefore, 7 into 6, 7 into 7. So we can write 600 by 7. Therefore, 7 into 8, 56. 85.71%, right? So total boxes sold on Monday is 85.71% of total boxes sold on Thursday, right? Therefore, look at the options. 85.7. So option E, 85.7. Hence option E is the right answer. Question 65. How many large size boxes were sold on all the days? So then on all these days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So number of large boxes indicated with the circular symbol. So we have to add all these values, right? So total large boxes sold on all the days is equal to, so on Monday, 36 boxes were sold, only large boxes. On Tuesday, 42 large boxes were sold, plus on Wednesday, again 32, only 32. And on Thursday, 46 boxes were sold. And on Friday, this value, not this, only large boxes. So 70 boxes were sold. So add all these numbers. 106 plus 42, 148. So it is 226. So total large boxes sold on all these days is equal to 226. Hence option A is the right answer. Right? Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Students, questions from 66 to 68 are based on the below information. Study the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. Few people are sitting in a row facing north. 3 persons are sitting between M and N. K is the third to the right of N. K is the second to the left of P. Number of persons between M and P is same as the number of persons between M and L. Only 3 persons sit to the left of L. 6 persons sit between L and J, and 2 persons sit between P and R is sitting at the second position from one of the ends. Then how many persons are sitting in the row? For this, consider these information one by one. Here, I'll consider the first one. 3 persons are sitting between M and N. So, 3 persons between M and N, right? So K is third to the right of N. So K is third to the right of N. So in a row, few people are sitting facing north, right? North is here. So all are facing north. So I'll consider M and N. M here and N. So in between M and N, there are 3 persons, right? 1, 2, 3 persons, right? So M and N are 2 persons here, right? So next part, K is third to the right of N. That means to the right means here. To the right of N, K is third. So first, second and third. K is third to the right of N. And the next point, K is second to the left of P. So the same person K is second to the left of P means P has to sit here to the right of K. Second to the right of K. So P is sitting so that K will be second to the left of P, right? So this condition is satisfied. And the next point, number of persons between M and P is the same as number of persons between M and L. So here, how many people are sitting between M and P? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 people are sitting between M and P, which is same as persons sitting between M and L. That means, so there will be 8 persons between M and L. Therefore, L has to sit to the left of M, right? To the left of M. So that there will be 8 persons between M and L. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the 9th person will be L, right? Only 3 persons sit to the left of L. To the left of L, this side. So there are only 3 persons, 1, 2, and 3, right? Not more than that. And the next part, 6 persons sit between L and J. Since there are only 3 persons to the left of L, so J cannot sit to the left of L, right? Therefore, J has to sit to the right of L so that 6 persons sit between L and J. That means J's position will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th to the right of L will be J, right? 7th person to the right of L. To the right of L will be G, right? Next point, 2 persons sit between P and R is sitting at the second position from one of the ends. Therefore, R has to sit at the second position from the right end, right? So that 2 persons sit between P and R, right? So I'll consider R here, who is sitting at the second position from the right end, right? And the previous condition is 2 persons sit between P and R. 2 persons are sitting between P and R, right? So this is the right end. This is left end, right? So here it is given that R is sitting at the second position from the one of the ends. Therefore, R has to sit at the second position from right end. Only then the condition will get satisfied. And 2 persons will be sitting between P and R, right? So the question is, question 66. How many persons are sitting in the row? In the row, so let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 24, 25, and 26. So totally there are 26 persons sitting in the row. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 67. What is the position of J with respect to M? So here, position of J with respect to M. So J is sitting second to the left of M, right? So therefore, option A, second to the left of M is the right answer. Question 68. How many persons are sitting between M and P? So between M and P, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 persons. So 8 persons are sitting between M and P. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Students, here questions from 69 to 71 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. C, D, H, N, F, S, and U are 7 members of a family. Here D is the mother of F, N is the son of F, and H is the only sister of N and U. S is the father of U, S is the son of C. Then if P is the father-in-law of F, then how is C related to U? So let us represent all these relationships using some symbols. Here I'll take circular symbol for all females. So circular symbol for all females and a square symbol for all males and equality symbol or parallel lines symbol for married couple, right? And a horizontal line for siblings, a vertical line or a slanted line, right? So any of these symbols for difference of a generation. That means father to daughter, father to son, or grandfather to father, grandmother to father, or mother to son, mother to daughter, like that. Difference of a generation. Right? Come to the information part. Here, C, D, H, N, F, and U are 7 members of a family. D is the mother of F. That means D is a female. D is a female. Mother of F. So D and F are related as, so related with a vertical line. So difference of a generation, right? So D is the mother of F. Then N is the son of F. So therefore, N is son of F means N is a male, right? Next, H is the only sister of N and U. That means H, N and U are siblings. Here H is the only sister. That means N and U are males, right? So we'll represent this relationship. So here N and U are males. Otherwise I'll consider H is the only sister of N and U. Here U and N are males. H is female, right? Next part. S is the father of U. So here father of U means father of all three, U, N and H, right? So S is father of U. That means S and F are married couple, right? Since S is father, F is mother of U, N and H, right? Therefore, we can relate, yes, the relationship like this, right? F is mother of U, N and H. S is father of U, N and H, right? Next part. S is the son of C. So, S is son of C. So, indicate this relationship with a vertical line. Son of C. So, we don't know the gender of C here, right? So, come to the question part. if P is the father-in-law of F, then how is C related to U? So if P is father-in-law of F is, yes, F is wife of S here. So if P is father-in-law of F means P is father of S, right? So that means husband's father. So P is father-in-law of F. That means P and C are married couple. C is a female. I'll repeat once again. If P is father-in-law of F, so P becomes father of S, right? Father of F, S, not F. And P and C are married couple. And C is mother of S, right? Then the question, then how is C related to U? So C related to U as, so U is son of S. C becomes, yeah, grandmother of U. That means for U, C is father's mother. Right? S is father. C is father's mother. That means grandmother. Therefore, C is grandmother of U. Option B. Question 70. How is H related to F? So here H is female. So F is female. Here H is daughter of F. Right? So here it is given that in the information N is the son of F and H is the only sister of N. That means H becomes daughter of F. Right? Therefore option A. So daughter of F. Question 71. How is N related to D? So N related to D, right? So for D, N is daughter's son, right? Daughter's son. So N is daughter's son of D. So daughter's son means grandson, right? Therefore option D, grandson is the right answer. Students, questions from 72 to 76 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. There are 9 boxes kept one above the other. There are 5 boxes between box P and box R. Box T is kept immediately above R. 3 boxes are kept between box T and S. Number of boxes between P and S is same as number of boxes between T and Q. Box U is kept below box Q. Box W is kept somewhere below box X. There is only one box kept between U and V. Box U is not kept at the bottom of the stack. Then which of the following statements is not true? Consider these informations one by one, point by point. Here it is given that 9 boxes kept one above the other and 5 boxes are between box P and box R, right? So that means there are 5 boxes. I'll consider box P here, right? There is a box P and 5 boxes between box P and R. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 boxes and R is somewhere here. Or in another case, so we can keep box P at the bottom and R at the top, not particularly topmost box. So instead of P, I'll consider this as case 1, right? So this is case 2, where box R is kept here and 5 boxes between P and R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and box P is here, right? Next part. T is kept immediately above R. So box R is here. So box T will be here in case 1. Whereas in case 2, immediately above R means box T is above R. Right? Next part. 3 boxes are kept between box T and S. Box T and S. Therefore, box in case 1, so position of box S will be here. Since there are only 9 boxes, in case 1, we cannot keep box S below the box T, right? So here, up to these information 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes got over. If we keep box S here below T, so there will be more than 9 boxes, right? So therefore, we have to keep box S above box T, right? Next part. So in case 2, so look at case 2. 3 boxes between box T and S. So we position of box S will be 1, 2, 3 here. Box S. Right? Next part. Number of boxes between P and S is same as the number of boxes between T and Q. Boxes between P and S. So in case 1, so between P and S, so how many number of boxes are there in case 1? No, there are no boxes between P and S. So in below that, number of boxes between T and Q. Therefore, in case 1, position of box Q will be here. Right? So come to case 2. Between P and S, there are 2 boxes, right? Which is equal to number of boxes between T and Q. So position of Q will be here, right? In case 2. So moving further, box U is kept below box Q. Below box Q, box U is kept. So it is not given that exactly below box Q, right? So U will be somewhere here in case 1. Since there are 9 boxes, I'll just write down the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right? So here in case 2 also, I'll write down the numbers. 1, 2, third box, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more box. Right? Next. So box U is kept below box Q. So in case 1, we don't know the position of U here. So for that, we'll consider the next point. Box W is kept somewhere below X. So before that, there is only one box kept between U and V, and box U is not kept at the bottom of the stack. So first we have to consider this point, last point which is given. Box U is not kept at the bottom of stack. So we cannot consider box U at 9th place, that is bottommost part, right? So we cannot consider box U here, right? Therefore, it is given that box U is kept below Q. Q is here. So either box U, position of box U will be here at the 8th position, right? So, or in case 2, look at case 2. So, position of U will be here, 6th position, or we have one more option, that is 7th position. Therefore, we have one more case, that is sub case of case 2, where first box is T, second is R, and there is one more box, third box, and next is Q. Next box is S. So there is one more box, and the 7th box will be U. Right? 8th box is P, and 9th box we have to find, right? Since U is not the bottommost or bottom, U is not kept at the bottom of the stack. So we have two options, right? In case 2, either U, the position of U is 6 or 7, right? So next, here box U is kept below box Q. Next part, box W is kept somewhere below X, and there is only one box between U and V. So between U and V, so consider case 1, this case between U and V. So we cannot consider case 1, right? So if we consider V here, there is no box between U and V. Therefore, case 1 will be eliminated, right? We cannot consider case 1 because there is no box between U and V if we consider position of V at the 9th place, right? So other than that, R is here, T is here. So the condition will not be satisfied in case 1. So come to case 2. In case 2, the first sub case. So one box between U and V. So there is one box between U and P. So we cannot consider this. So come to the sub case, right? So box U is here. There is a box P. So position of V will be, box V will be, yes, bottom, right? Therefore, at the bottom V is kept, right? Therefore, sub case of case 2 is satisfied, right? So we can consider this. So the last point is box W is kept somewhere below X. Therefore, position of X will be here, third box, and W is kept below X, somewhere below X. Therefore, box W is kept at the 6th place, right? Therefore, their descending order is T, R, X, Q, S, W, U, P, and the bottommost box is V, and the topmost box is T, right? So the question is, which of the following statements is not true? Not true. The wrong statement we have to find. The first statement is two boxes between T and Q. So consider this sub case. Between T and Q, yes, there are two boxes, right? Two boxes. Therefore, the statement is true. And the second statement, S is kept below W. S is kept below W. So here, this is a wrong statement. S is kept above W, right? Therefore, the second statement is not true. So come to the third statement, U is kept immediately above P. Yes, this is the right statement. U is kept immediately above P. Therefore, third statement is also a correct statement. So the question is, which of the following statement is not true? Only second statement is not true. Hence, option B, only 2 is the right answer, right? Question 73. V is related to P and Q is related to X in certain manner. To which of the following is U related in the same manner? Here, students, V is related to P. So box V, which is the bottommost box, is related to P. That is, V is kept immediately below P, right? So immediately below P, right? Whereas Q is related to X. So box Q, so Q is also kept immediately below, yes, X. So below X, right? So to which of the following U is related in the same manner? That means U is kept immediately below the box W, right? So below W. Therefore, W, option B is the right answer. So here the logic is the box U is kept immediately below box W, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 74. How many boxes are kept between X and P? Between X and P, see, there are 4 boxes kept, right? Q, S, W, and U. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 75. Which of the following pair of boxes is kept immediately above and below box Q respectively? So, above box Q, X is kept, right? And below box Q, S is kept. Therefore, X and S is the right answer. So it is given that above and below respectively. So the order should be first the box which is above Q, and the next is the box below Q, right? Therefore, X and S is the right answer, right? Whereas the other options, X and W, so here X is kept above, immediately above Q, but not W, which is not below Q, immediately below Q, right? So whereas the other 3 options are also wrong, right? Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Question 76. What is the position of box W in the given arrangement? So here box W is here, right? So look at the options. What is the position of box W? Third from the bottom. So here W is not third from the bottom. It is third from the bottom is U, box U. So the first one is wrong. Second option, fourth from the top. So from the top, fourth box is Q, not W. Therefore, second option is also wrong. Third option, fifth from the top. Fifth box is yes, not W. Whereas the fourth option, sixth from the bottom. From the bottom, sixth box is Q, not W. Therefore, option D is also wrong. Whereas option E, fourth from the bottom, yes, from the bottom, fourth box is W. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Students, questions from 77 to 81 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. So 8 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W were born in different years. They are 1945, 56, 61, 73, 1978, 89, 96 and 2007, but not necessarily in the same order. S was born in an odd number year. The difference between the present age of S and V is 5. Only 3 people were born between V and T. The present age of W is twice the present age of Q. As many people were born between T and Q as between T and P. R was born in one of the years before P. Here, calculate all ages with respect to the year 2018. Then the question is, in which year was R born? So let us consider this information. Here, we'll consider all years, right? So 1945 to 2007, 1945, 1956, 61, 73, 1978, 1989 and 96 and at last 2007, right? So here calculate all ages with respect to the year 2018. So we'll write the ages, right? So the respective age. So with respect to 2018, we are calculating the ages. So 1945 to 2018, so it becomes 73 years, right? So 73 years. So 1956 to 2018, it becomes 62 years. 61 to 2018, 57 years. Next 73. 73 to 2018, 45 years. 78. So it becomes 40 years. 89 to 2018, 29 years. 96 to 2018, 22 years. 2007 to 2018, it becomes 11 years. Right? So we have to find which person was born in which year, right? Considering these information. So let us consider the first one. S was born in an odd numbered year and the difference between the present age of S and V is 5. So these two are important here. So the difference between S and V is 5 years. So here there are two cases, right? So look at the ages, 57 and 62 years. So there is an age gap of 5 years. And also 40 and 45, right? There is a gap of 5 years. Therefore, so here it is given, S was born in an odd number year. So either S was born in the year 1961 or in the year 73. Right? So we'll consider two cases, case 1 and case 2, where in case 1, S was born in the year 1961 and V was born in 1956, so that there is an age gap of 5 years. Right? So this condition is satisfied. In case 2, S was born in the year 1973 and V was born in the year 78. So that there is age gap of 5 years. Right? Moving further, only 3 people were born between V and T. So here in case 1, so V and T. So T was born in the year. So after 3 years, yes, T. So T was born in the year 1989 according to case 1, because it is given that 3 people were born between V and T, right? Whereas in case 2, between V and T, so here T cannot be younger than V here because there are only 3 persons after V according to case 2, right? Therefore, here in case 2, 3 people between V and T. Therefore, T was born in the year 1942, who is 73 years old. So that 3 people between 1, 2 and 3 people between V and T. So next condition, the present age of W is twice the present age of Q. So look at the ages. So one number is twice the other number here. One age is twice the other age. Here only possibility is 22 and 11. Here present age of W is twice the present age of Q. Therefore, age of W is 22 years and Q is 11 years. Whereas in case 2, the same, W is 22 years old, who is born in the year 1996, and Q is 11 years old, born in 2007. Right? So the next condition, as many people were born between T and Q as between T and P. Number of people born between T and Q. In case 1, so there is one person born between T and Q, so which is equal to number of persons between T and P. That means, so there is one person between T and P, right? Therefore, P was born in the year 1973, according to case 1, right? So come to case 2, number of persons between T and Q. So here, Q is youngest in case 2 and T is the elder one, right? So here, the case 2 is cancelled because, so this is the maximum number of people between T and Q, right? So which cannot be equal to number of persons between T and P, because Q and P cannot be, that means they are not born in the same year, right? Therefore, we have to cancel the second case, right? So if we consider P here or somewhere here, So the condition will not get satisfied. Therefore, case 2 is cancelled. Right? No need to consider this. Here, number of people between T and Q is not same as people between T and P. Right? So consider only case 1, where P is born in the year 1973. So moving further, R was born in one of the years before P. So before P, P was born in 1973. One of the years before P is, there is only 1 year, 1945 left. So in which R was born, right? So who is the person left here? P, Q, R, S, T, U. So here only the person, so U is remaining. So who is born in the year 1978, right? So all conditions got over here. So the question is, question 77, right? Question 77. In which year was R born? So the person R was born in the year 1945, right? So option A is the right answer. Question 78. What is the age of U? So age of U is 40 years, right? So here U is 40 years old. Option D is the right answer. Question 79. What is the difference between the ages of S and R? So here S is 57 years old. R is 73 years old. So the age difference is 73 minus 57, which is 16 years. Right? Therefore, the difference between the ages of S and R is 16 years. Question 80. Who was born before W but after U? So before W and after U, so T was born, right? So therefore, option A, T. T was born before W and after U. Question 81. What will be the age of S after 4 years? So here present age of S is 57 years. After 4 years, age of S will be 57 plus 4. Therefore, 57 plus 4 is 61 years, right? Because present age of S is 57 years. Therefore, after 4 years, age of S becomes 67 years. Option C. Students, questions from 82 to 86 are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the questions that follow. 7 people G, H, J, K, L, M and N are sitting in a row at equal distances to each other and facing north direction. All of them likes different chocolates, Snickers, Dairy Milk, Milky Bar, 5-star, Kit Kat, Aero and Bar 1, not necessarily in the same order. J is sitting exactly in the middle of the row, but neither likes Dairy Milk nor Bar 1. The one who likes Snickers is sitting 6 to the left of the one who likes Milky Bar. G is sitting with the one who likes Milky Bar. H is not sitting with J but likes 5-star. M and N are not sitting at any of the extreme ends. K does not like Milky Bar. N neither likes Kit Kat nor is sitting with G. The one who likes Bar 1 is sitting to the immediate left of the one who likes Dairy Milk. Then, who among the following likes Kit Kat? So, let us consider these informations one by one. Here, it is given that, so 7 people are sitting in a row at equal distances, facing north direction, right? So, this is north direction. 7 people are facing north direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 people, right? So here J is sitting exactly in the middle of the row, right? But neither likes Dairy Milk nor Bar 1. So we'll consider up to here. exactly in the middle of the row. J is sitting. That means J is the fourth person, right? From any of the extreme ends. So we'll consider left and right end. Right? J is sitting exactly in the middle. And the next part, the one who likes Snickers is sitting sixth to the left of the one who likes Milky Bar. So the person sitting sixth to the left means the first person. To the left means this direction, right? So the one who likes Snickers. So the first person likes Snickers is sitting sixth to the left of the one who likes Milky Bar. That means the one who is sitting at the extreme right end likes Milky Bar, right? So his left means this direction. Sixth person to the left of the person who likes Milky Bar is the first person, right? So the one who likes Snickers, so this point, is sitting sixth to the left of the one who likes Milky Bar. This point got over. Next point. G is sitting with the one who likes Milky Bar. So the one who likes Milky Bar is sitting at the extreme right end, and G is sitting with the one who likes Milky Bar, means G is the second person from the right end, right? Last but one person, right? So G is sitting with the one who likes Milky Bar. Next point, H is not sitting with J but likes five star. So here H is not sitting with J. So he is not sitting at any of this position, right? So position of H has to be here, second position from the left end. H is not sitting with J but likes 5 star. So H likes 5 star. Right? Next point. M and N are not sitting at any of the extreme ends. So M cannot sit here. He cannot sit at the extreme right end and he cannot sit at the extreme left end. So position of M and N has to be either the third position from the left or fifth position from the left, right? So here, moving further, K does not like Milky Bar. We'll consider this point later. N neither likes Kit Kat nor is sitting with G. So here, position of G is here. So N is not sitting with G. So position of N has to be here. Right? That means third position from the left. So because N is not sitting with G and N doesn't like Kit Kat. Right? So next point. So here, what is the position of M then? M and N are not sitting at any of the extreme ends. So position of M has to be here. Fifth position from the left. Right? Next one. The one who likes bar 1 is sitting to the immediate left of the one who likes dairy milks. Come back to the first point. So that means J is sitting exactly in the middle of the row, but neither likes dairy milk nor bar 1. So J doesn't like dairy milk, even bar 1 also. Right? So look at the last point, the one who likes bar 1. So that means J cannot like bar 1 and dairy milk also. So the bar 1 person will be M. The one who likes bar 1 is sitting to the immediate left of the one who likes dairy milk. That means G likes dairy milk. The person who is sitting immediate left of G is M, who likes bar 1. Because J doesn't like bar 1 as well as dairy milk, right? Next point. So come back to K, this point. K does not like Milky Bar. So here K cannot sit at the extreme right end, right? And also one more point here. N neither likes Kit Kat nor is sitting with G. So Kit Kat is liked by J then. Kit Kat is liked by J. 1 minute. Yes, because N neither likes Kit Kat nor sitting with G. It is given, right? So come back to the last but one point. Here, the one who likes bar, this got over. So K does not like Milky Bar. So here, position of K has to be the first position. Who likes Snickers? Because K doesn't like Milky Bar, right? So then who likes Milky Bar? So here in the information, G, H, J, K, L, M and N are sitting in a row. So here G is already sitting, G, H, J, K. So only the person remaining is L. So L likes Milky Bar. And there are 7 chocolates, Snickers, Dairy Milk, Milky Bar, 5 stars, Kit Kat, Arrow. So N likes Arrow. The remaining chocolate is Arrow, right? Therefore, so the all conditions got fulfilled, right? Next, the question is, question 82. Who among the following likes Kit Kat? So, J likes Kit Kat, right? Therefore, the answer is option B, J. Question 83. Which of the following chocolate does G like? So, here G likes Dairy Milk. Hence, option C is the right answer. Question 84. Which of the following statements is true with respect to K? So with respect to K, so the first statement is K does not like Snickers. So here K likes Snickers according to the information. Therefore, the first statement is not true. Second statement, K is sitting at the extreme right end. So K is sitting at the extreme left end instead, right? This is left end. Therefore, second statement is also not true. K is sitting between H and J. So H is here, J is here. So between H and J, N is sitting. Therefore, third statement is also wrong. Fourth one, K likes arrow. So here, N likes arrow. Therefore, fourth statement is false. Fifth one, K is sitting fourth to the left of M. M is sitting here. To the left of M is here, this direction. First, second, third person is H. Fourth person is K. So, K is sitting fourth to the left of M is the right statement, right? Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 85. Which of the following statements is not true as per the given details? So the first one, M likes bar 1. So here the person M likes bar 1. It is a correct statement. So this is false. So because in the question, which of the following statement is not true? So the statement which is not true, we have to pick here. So second one, J is sitting between M and N. So it is the correct statement. So we cannot consider second option. Third one, L is sitting third to the right of J. So third to the right of J, L is sitting. So to the right of J means this direction. So it is a correct statement. Therefore, we cannot consider this. So fourth one, the one who likes 5-star is sitting with the one who likes Kit Kat. So the one who likes 5-star is H, right? Is sitting with the one who likes Kit Kat. So which is a wrong statement because so the one who likes 5-star is sitting with the one who likes either Snickers or Arrow, not Kit Kat, right? Therefore, it is a wrong statement which is not true. Therefore, we have to consider the fourth option, right? So whereas the fifth one, L likes Milky Bar, it is a correct statement. So no need to consider the fifth one. Question 86. Which of the following combination is correct? So here first option K bar 1. That means K likes bar 1. So which is not correct. K likes Snickers here instead. So second one, M likes 5 star. M 5 star means M likes 5 star. So which is a wrong statement, right? M likes bar 1. So C, L likes Milky Bar. Yes, which is a correct combination. L likes Milky Bar, whereas the other two, M likes Arrow, which is wrong combination. N Dairy Milk. N likes Arrow instead. Therefore, only option C is correct. Question 87. How many such pairs of letters are there in the word transport, which have as many letters between them in the word as in the English alphabetical series? So here the word is transport, T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T. P-O-R-T. So we have to find such pairs of letters. So in which number of letters between them in the given word is equal to number of letters between them in the original English alphabetical series, right? So here there is a pair N and P, right? So the number of letters between them is only one, which is yes. And also in the original English alphabetical series, there is one letter which is O between N and P, right? So we'll write NP pair. So number of letters between them, number of letters between them. So is only one here, which is yes. And also in the original alphabetical series, one letter, which is O, right? So one more pair, which is N and R. So look at N and R. So there are three letters, S, P, and O, right? So pair N, R. There are three letters, they are S, P, and O. And in the alphabetical series, between N and R, M, N, O, P, Q. So O, P, Q are the three letters. So O, P, Q are the three letters in the alphabetical series. Therefore, the condition is satisfied. And PO, pair PO, right? So there is no letter between P and O in the given word. And also in the original alphabetical series, there is no letter between P and O. So we can take this pair, right? So no letter, they are continuous letters, right? So here also no letter in the original alphabetical series, right? Next pair is, so look for P and R. PR pair. PR, right? So in the given word, there is one letter between P and R, which is O. And in the original alphabetical series, also there is one letter, which is Q, between P and R, right? Therefore, there are totally four such pairs in the given word, right? NP, NR, PO, and PR, such that number of letters between them in the given word is equal to number of letters between them in the original English alphabetical series, right? Therefore, so the answer is more than 3. There are 4 such pairs. Therefore, more than 3. Option D is the correct answer. Question 88. If it is possible to make a meaningful word from first, fourth, sixth, and ninth letters of the word underneath, then which will be the first letter of that word? Mark X if no such word can be formed. M if more than one such words can be formed. So the given word is underneath. UNDER, NEATH. So if it is possible to make meaningful word from first, fourth, sixth and ninth letters. So the first letter is U, fourth letter is E, sixth letter is N, and ninth letter is T. Right? So pick these letters U, E, N and T. So can we make a meaningful word here from these letters? Yes, we can make, that is T-U-N-E. Tune is a meaningful word, right? So which option is correct here? Here it is given that mark X if no such word can be formed. So we cannot choose X here. Mark M if more than one such words can be formed. Can we make more than one word here? So using U, E and T? No, we can make only one word, that is tune, right? So the question is, here we cannot pick even yum also, right? So here the question is, which will be the first letter of that word? So first letter of the word is tune. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 89. Students, here questions from 89 to 93. These questions are based on the below information. Here the direction is, read the following information carefully and answer the question given below it. 8 people D, E, F, G, H, I, J and K are sitting around a square table in such a way that 4 of them sit at corners while 4 sit in the middle of each of the 4 sides. The ones sitting in the middle of the sides are facing center and the ones sitting at the corners are facing outside. Here, F sits second to the right of G. Only 3 people sit between F and J. Only one person sits between J and I, either from left or right. D sits second to the left of K and K is neither an immediate neighbor of I nor J. Only 3 people sit between D and E. E doesn't sit at any of the corners of the table. Then who sits third to the right of H? So consider this information one by one. Here, consider a square table. Square table. Right? So it is given that the one who are sitting in the middle of the sides are facing center, right? So here the one who is sitting, so exactly in the middle facing center like this, right? And the one who is sitting at the corner is facing outside like this, right? Here 4 persons are facing outside, 4 are facing inside, right? Come to the information. F sits second to the right of G. So here it is not given whether F is facing inside or outside. Therefore, we have 2 cases where F is facing inside. In case 2, F is facing outside. That means in case 1, F is sitting in the middle. Let it be here. And in case 2, F is sitting at the corner. Right? Who is facing outside. Let the position of F be here. Right? So F sits a second to the right of G. So to the right of G in case 1, so G has to sit here. Right? Then it becomes to the right of G means in anti-clockwise direction. Right? So in case 2, again F sits a second to the right of G. So G has to sit here. Then only F can sit. The position of F will be here. Right? So F sits second to the right of G. Next point. Only 3 people sit between F and J. So 3 people sit between F and J. That means position of J will be here. Exactly opposite to F. Right? So here in case 2, 3 people can accommodate between F and J. Therefore, position of J will be exactly opposite to F. Right? Next point. Only one person sits between J and I. So here in case 1, already G is there in the right direction. that is in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, position of I will be here in the clockwise sequence, right? So only one person can accommodate between J and I, right? Come to case 2, J is here. So position of I has to be here, right? Either from left or right it is given. So it is, yes, in the clockwise sequence. Next one. D sits a second to the left of K. So what is the position of K? For that, we have to take the next point. K is neither an immediate neighbor of I nor J. So K cannot be the immediate neighbor of I as well as J, right? Therefore, position of K cannot be these three positions, 1, 2, 3. So all three positions are neighbor, that means neighboring position of I and J here, right? Therefore, position of K will be, in case 1, position of K will be here. And it is given that D sits a second to the left of K. To the left of K means in anti-clockwise direction. So, second to the left of K, D is sitting in case 1. Whereas in case 2, K is not the immediate neighbor of J as well as I. Therefore, K cannot sit in these three positions, right? Therefore, position of K has to be here, right? We'll write K here. And D sits second to the left of K. So here K is facing center. To the left of K means in clockwise direction. So second. So D is sitting here, right? Next point. Only 3 people sit between D and E. Between D and E, 3 people are sitting. Therefore, in case 1, yes, E is exactly oppositely. That means opposite to D, right? Here, in case 2 also, E is exactly opposite to D, right? Because 3 people are sitting between D and E. Next point. E does not sit at any of the corners of the table. So this is important. Here in case 1, according to the information here, 3 people sit between D and E. Therefore, E has to sit at the corner. But according to the information, it is wrong. E cannot sit at any of the corners, right? Therefore, we have to cancel case 1. No need to consider case 1. And in case 2, so here E is facing D and E is not sitting at the corner. Therefore, the condition is satisfied, right? So consider only case 2. So who is the person remaining here? So according to information, D, E, F, G, H, I, J and K are sitting. Therefore, the person remaining here is H, right? Therefore, the question is question 89. Who sits third to the right of H? To the right of H means anti-clockwise direction, right? Third to the right of H, 1, 2, 3. F is sitting third to the right of H. Therefore, option C, F is the right answer. Question 90. What is the position of I with respect to E? So with respect to E, position of I, option A, second to the right. So to the right of E means here. Second to the right means H is sitting second to the right of E. Therefore, first statement is wrong. And third to the right, yes, I is sitting third to the right of E, which is correct. Whereas the remaining 3 are wrong. So third to the left is also wrong. Second to the left is also wrong. None of this is also wrong. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 91. Which of the following statements is or are true as per the given arrangement? Here, G is facing inside. So, as per the given arrangement, G is facing outside. Therefore, the first statement is not true. Second one, H is an immediate neighbor of J. H is immediate neighbor of J, which is correct. Third one, F is sitting to the immediate left of K. F is here. F is sitting. So as per the given arrangement, F is sitting here. This is not K. F is sitting to the immediate left of K, which is right. Right? Therefore, second and third statements are true. Right? So here, look at the options. Both 2 and 3. Option E is the right answer. Question 92. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Here in the given options, F. So F is facing outside, right? Who is sitting at the corner. And I is also facing outside, sitting at the corner. E is facing inside, right? Facing the center. Whereas J and G, so both are facing outside, sitting at the corner, right? Except E, all are facing outside, who are sitting at the corner, right? Whereas E is sitting in the middle and who is facing inside. Therefore, odd one is E. That means who doesn't belong to the group. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 93. How many people sit between K and G when counted from right of G? From right of G means in clockwise direction, right? So how many people are sitting between K and G? So here no one is sitting between K and G, right? Therefore, none. Option E is the right answer. Question 94. Here the direction is, in the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions is or are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. Here is the statement. Students, here there are 3 different statements. 1, 2, 3. So let me consider first statement where D is less than or equal to R, right? R is greater than E and E is less than or equal to B, right? So for the better understanding of this relation, right, D, R, E and B relationships, so let me consider D as a line, right? So a line D. So according to the statement, D is less than or equal to R. So in case 1, D is less than R. Let me draw a line R, right? Such that D is less than R. And there is another case where D is equal to R. So we can say D is less than or equal to R, right? Next part, R is greater than E. So let me draw one more line. R is greater than E, line E, right? Strictly greater than E. So in case 2 also, R is strictly greater than E, right? Next part, E is less than or equal to B, right? So in case 1, let me consider E is less than B. So there is a line B, right? So you can extend this line B unlimitedly, right? So here E is less than B. In case 2, E is equal to B, a line B which is equal to E, right? So come to the conclusion part where D greater than E. Can we conclude D is strictly greater than E? Come to case 1. In case 1, D is greater than E. So where in case 2, D is greater than E. But it is given that, so look at this part. R is strictly greater than E. So you can extend the line here, extend the line E, such that, so it can be slightly lesser than R, right? Up to this extent, you can extend the line E, so that R should be greater than E, right? Or E is slightly lesser than R, right? To satisfy this condition, R is strictly greater than E, you can extend the line E, right? Or the line E can be a smaller line like this. So we cannot conclude strictly that D is strictly greater than E, right? So in case 1, D is less than E, right? But only in case 2, D is strictly greater than E, because here D is equal to R, but R is strictly greater than E. So in place of R, we can write D, so which is greater than E, only in case 2. But in case 1, so we cannot directly conclude D is greater than E. Therefore, conclusion 1 is not true, since there are two cases, right? So come to conclusion 2. B is strictly less than R. So look at the line B and R. So there is no limit for the line B, because E is less than B or equal to B here. So I am talking about only case 1, where E is less than B. So we can extend the line B, right, unlimitedly. So B cannot be less than R in case 1. Whereas in case 2, so B less than R. So B is less than R only in case 2. Because E is strictly less than R. According to this relation, R is strictly greater than E. So E is strictly less than R. Since E is equal to B, so we can conclude B is less than R. Right? In case 2, not in case 1. So we cannot conclude B is strictly less than R. Right? So which is not true. So look at the options. Only 1 true, only 2 is true. Either 1 or 2, neither 1 nor 2 is true. So option D is the right answer. Question 95. Based on the same 3 statements, 1, 2 and 3 statements, here are 2 conclusions. So we have to find which conclusion is true or which one is false, or whether both are true or both are false, right? So let me consider the statement where D is less than or equal to R and R greater than E and E less than or equal to B. And one more statement, S is less than or equal to M is equal to E is strictly greater than D. And the next part, G is greater than B, right? So let me consider D as a line, which is less than or equal to R. So here in first case, D is less than R. In the second case, D is equal to R, right? So next part, R is strictly greater than E. So let me draw a line E here, where R is strictly greater than E. In second case, R is strictly greater than E, right? Next part, E is less than or equal to B. So here, a line B. So E is less than B. In second case, E is equal to B, right? Next part of the statement, S is less than or equal to M and M is equal to E. I'll consider these two parts. M is equal to E, right? So let me draw a line M which is equal to E in case 1, and in the second case a line M which is equal to E, right? And the first part, S is less than or equal to M. So there is a line S which is less than M in case 1. S is less than M. In case 2, S is equal to M. S is equal to M, right? So next part, E is strictly greater than D. So the line E is here, which is greater than D. Yes, the condition is satisfied here. Here in case 2, E cannot be greater than D. So let us avoid case 2. Right? In next statement, G is strictly greater than B. So let us draw a line G here, greater than B. Right? So here G is the greatest line. So come to the conclusion part. S is less than B, or B is equal to X, or S is equal to B. So no need to look at the lines here. Directly we can conclude. So here in conclusions, S is less than B and S is equal to B. So both conclusions cannot be true at the same time. Either one is true or two is true, right? Either S is less than B or S is equal to B, right? So better to avoid the confusion. So look at the lines S and B. Here in case 1, S is less than B. In case 2, S is equal to B. If you consider case 2, S is equal to B. If you consider case 1, S is less than B. Therefore, either conclusion 1 or 2 follows. Right? Either conclusion 1, that is either S is less than B follows, or conclusion 2, S is equal to B follows. So both cannot be true at the same time, right? Therefore, here both the conclusions are true at different situations, but either 1 or 2 is true, right? Question 96. Again, based on the statement, given statement, so we have to find which conclusion is true or false, right? So let me consider the statement N is equal to K and K is greater than or equal to L. L is greater than or equal to P. P strictly less than O. O strictly less than U. U greater than or equal to R. And another part of the statement, P greater than F, right? Again, I'm considering, so N as a line, which is equal to K. So let us consider a line K. And K greater than or equal to L. So here L is a small line, K greater than L. And in another case, K strictly equal to L. So N, K and L are equal in their measurements. So I'm considering case 1 and 2 here, right? Next part, L is greater than or equal to P. So L is greater than P here and equal to P here. Next, P is strictly less than O. So a line O where P is less than O, and here in case 2, P is less than O, right? O is strictly less than U. So align U here also in case 2, U, where O is less than U, and U greater than or equal to R. So U is greater than R. U is equal to R, right? So next part of the statement, P is greater than F. So can we relate P and the remaining lines here? Yes, there is a line P which is greater than F. So there is a small line F here. And in case 2 also a line, small line F. So here F is the smallest line. Smallest. Right? So come to the conclusion part. F is greater than or equal to R. So look at case 1. So F is greater than or equal to R. So F cannot be greater than or equal to R, right? Because it is the smallest line, right? Therefore, this is not true. Conclusion 1 is not true. Whereas conclusion 2, N is strictly greater than F. Since F is the smallest, so we can conclude this line is strictly greater than F in both the cases, right? Therefore, second conclusion is true. Therefore, only 2 is true. Option B. Question 97. Based on the statement, so we have to find which conclusion is true or false, right? So Q greater than A greater than or equal to Z is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to C. And next part of the statement, Z is equal to H, right? Consider a line Q greater than A. And A greater than or equal to Z. Here in first case, A is greater than Z. In the second case, so let me consider a line Q and line A. Q is greater than A and A is equal to Z. A is equal to Z here. Next part, Z less than or equal to X. So Z less than X equal to X in case 2. Next part, X is less than or equal to C. So X is less than C. Let me draw a line C. So here in case 2, X is equal to C. X is equal to C. Next part, Z is equal to H. So in case 1, let me draw a line H, which is equal to Z. And in case 2, Z is equal to H. So in case 2, all these lines A, Z, H, X, and C. So all 5 lines are equal except Q, right? Whereas in case 1, Z and H are equal, right? So look at the conclusion. Q is strictly greater than H. Can we conclude? Q is strictly greater than H. Yes, in case 1, Q is strictly greater than H. Whereas in case 2, also Q is strictly greater than H because the relation Q is strictly greater than A, right? So since A, Z, H, X, and C, so all 5 lines are equal, but the first line, not the last line, first line Q is strictly greater than A. Therefore, we can conclude Q is strictly greater than H in both the cases. So which is true. Whereas the second conclusion, Z less than or equal to C. So look at case 1. Z less than C. Yes, Z is less than C. In case 2, is Z less than C? It is equal to C, right? So we can conclude Z is less than or equal to C. Combining case 1 and 2, we can conclude Z is less than or equal to C. Therefore, second conclusion is also true. So look at the options. Both 1 and 2 are true. Both the conclusions are true, right? Question 98. In the following question, a given question is followed by information in 3 statements. You have to find out the data in which statement is sufficient to answer the question and mark your answers accordingly. So a group of 6 students, G, H, I, J, K, and L are sitting around a circular table facing the center. Who is sitting opposite to H? So here are 3 statements. L is sitting to the immediate left of K. So let me consider a circular table. So where 6 people are sitting, 6 students are sitting facing the center. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 students are sitting facing center, right? So according to first statement, L is sitting to the immediate left of K. So L is sitting, let me consider L is sitting here, who is sitting to the immediate left of K. That means position of K will be here. So left of K means this direction, right? Next statement. K is sitting opposite to G. So opposite to K is here. So G's position will be opposite to K, right? Next part. H is sitting to the immediate right of G. Right of G means here. So where H is sitting, right? Here the question is, who is sitting opposite to H? So opposite to H, who is sitting? So look at the options. Data insufficient. All the statements are required. Statement 1 and 2 together are sufficient. 2 and 3 together are sufficient. Statement 1 and 3 together are sufficient. So here there is an insufficient data, right? Here we cannot directly find who is sitting opposite to H, right? Because about the remaining people, who are those? H is given I, J. Yes, about I and J, there is no information, right? So somebody is sitting here, either I or J, right? Opposite to H. Therefore, insufficient data is the right answer. Data insufficient. Question 99. Here the direction is, the following question consists of three statements numbered 1, 2 and 3. Decide if data given in the statements are sufficient to answer the questions below. In a company, there are 5 people, L, M, N, O and P, who have different salary per month. Who earns the least? Here are 3 statements. Only 2 people earn more than N. M is not one of the top 2 paid employees and 3 people earn more than O. So let me consider 5 people. Here in a company, there are 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first person, so he has more salary. So, and the second person greater than the third person, greater than and greater than. So according to the statements, first statement, only 2 people earn more than N. That means compared to first and second, so the third person earns the least, right? Therefore, so only 2 people earn more than N. So position of N will be the third position. Second statement, M is not one of the top 2 paid employees. So M cannot be either in the first or in the second position, right? Because it is given, M is not one of the top 2 paid employees. Therefore, we have to avoid position of M here in first or 2, right? Then what is the position of M? So for that, we need third statement. 3 people earn more than O. That means first 3 people earn more than O. So position of O will be here. Since M is not one of the top 2 paid employees, position of M will be here. The least paid employee, right? So fifth position. Therefore, the question is, who earns the least? Here, M earns the least. So for this, we need all 3 statements according to the question. So here, decide if data given in the statements are sufficient to answer the questions below. Yes, the data given are sufficient to answer the questions. So how many statements are sufficient here? All 3 statements are needed. Therefore, look at the options. Only statement 3 is sufficient. 1 and 2 are sufficient. 2 and 3 are sufficient. All the statements are needed and insufficient data. So to answer the question, all the 3 statements are needed. Hence option D. Question 100. Here the direction is, in the following question, a given questions is followed by information in 3 statements. You have to decide the data in which statement is or are sufficient to answer the question and mark your answer accordingly. In a row of 20 people facing north, what is the position of P from the right? So based on the statements, so here we have to decide the position of P from the right. So let us consider a row where people are facing north. So statement 1. There are 5 people standing between P and R. So person P and person R. So in between them, there are 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? Standing between P and R. Second statement, R is standing 11th to the right of Q. So to the right of Q, R is standing in the 11th position. That means Q is standing 11th to the left of R. Right? I repeat, Q is standing 11th to the left of R. So position of Q has to be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this 11th person is Q from the left of R. So that means statement 2, R is standing 11th to the right of Q. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the 11th person to the right of Q is R. Third one, only 3 people are standing to the left of Q. To the left of Q means only 3 people are standing. 1, 2, 3 are standing to the left of Q. So how many people are standing here in a row? There are 20 people. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people got over. So remaining 5 people are standing to the right of R. Because the reason is statement 3. Only 3 people are standing to the left of Q. So you cannot consider the remaining people to the left of Q. Right? Therefore, remaining people are standing to the right of R. Right? Here the question is, what is the position of P from the right? So can we answer the question? From the right position of P. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So P is in the 12th position from the right. Right? 12th position from the right. So to answer this question, we need all 3 statements. Right? Therefore, the answer is all the statements are required. Option E is the right answer. So if we consider only 1 and 2, so we cannot count the remaining number of people standing over here. Right? So that we cannot find the answer for the given question. What is the position of P from the right end? Right? So if we consider only 1 and 3 also, we cannot find the answer. So 2 and 3 are not sufficient. Therefore, we need all the statements. Hence, option E is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. All the best for your future exams.